Hey. Oh my God, I am? Oh, how's it going?
Very good. Yourself?
Good, good.
Yeah, I'm a friend of Louis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm the one that actually did the logo you love so much that spins around.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah.
Oh, he loves that thing, man. And he's even got the shirt, so it's like the whole thing.
Yeah, I helped him out print that out. So.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I wish he could be playing today.
I was like, I thought when the second round, the second game, I thought like, oh, he won, but I didn't know he was going to win.
Oh.
Points, so like,
I know. It's disappointing, but it was good that he came out.
it's fun, no. I mean, like,
Yeah.
hoping so much at least,
Yeah, I'm so glad he came out, you know. So hopefully next year.
or in the next future.
Yeah, hopefully. So yeah, although I hear that it might be changing a little bit because the convention might be changing the time of year. So I don't know. I don't know anything. It's always at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, but they might be changing their dates annually. I don't know. I don't know anything. Yeah, it's a hot mic, so now it's all rumors. But anyway, yeah, dude, it was good to meet you, and I'm glad. So make sure he comes back out next year because he can be a little bit of a, you know. Yeah, exactly. He needs it.
Anyways, take care.
Yeah, you too, man.
So we're just going to wait for them as well so they can get the class photo.
Hey, good morning.
This is your top 48 at the 2019 Classic Tetris World Championships. A wonderful photo opportunity. Feel free to post this on social media.
Hey, how's it going, Yuri?
And use the hashtag CTWC
Hey, Charlie.
2019. Thank you, Buko, for joining the picture. Now you can start taking pictures. Now Buko's there. Now you can take pictures. Now you can take pictures. That's right. That's right. Stay there, guys. Stay there, everybody. Stay there. Do we have everybody, Adam? Schoolmaster. Come on, Schoolmaster, where are you at? You're literally holding up the class photo.
Yanni!
Oh, Yanni, get in
Get
here!
up there.
Yanni, what are you doing, sir? Come on! You're away from Europe. Why are you watching this? You're part of the team! What's going on here? Oh my gosh! Delete all your photos right now. Yanni is not a part of them. Unbelievable! We're going to give Schoolmaster one more minute to finish up in the bathroom.
Class photo.
Schoolmaster, oh, Harry, what are you doing? We took all those pictures without the 2014 World Champion. Wow, we lose. We lose today. That is bad. That is a loss. We took the L. Hard. That was bad. Okay, now we can take all of our pictures, everybody. Let's go. All right, Tetris on 3. 1, 2, 3. Outstanding. All right, just another 10 seconds and then they will disperse. Oh, they stay up there. Okay, sorry, my bad. Wait, everybody on stage, look at this camera right here. Everybody on stage, look right here, please. Everybody look here. Everybody on stage, look here. Everybody on stage, look right here. standing. Let's remain standing because now our very own Sergio Elizondo will be playing our national anthem.
You must stand. You must stand. It's the national anthem.
Everybody, share the pens, sign both banners, please. Yeah, we're going to put them in. And also sign this. I don't know where to put this. Actually, no way. So start here, sign this. So it's going to be three things you're going to sign. Number one, you're going to sign this Tetris thingy. And then number 2 and 3, you're going to sign the banner. Sign that one a little small. So
I mean, it's going to show on there, but I mean, I don't know if that's a problem, but.
So you got 3 things to sign, folks. Both banners and this Tetris little placard right there, if you don't mind. Thank you very much. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
and you get your prizes.
yeah. I had this, for some reason, it went back to 16 whatever instead of 1920. So I had to, yeah. So I changed it back, but I don't know how that happened. It's back now.
All right. So is that 1080?
Yeah, it's at 1080. And I'll just check the other one just to be sure. No, see, the other one reverted.
So the other one did?
Yeah, the other one, it just reverted, so I'll change it back, but...
That's awesome.
Let's see how the other one is.
Yeah, I mean, we got you in the shot, basically, so... I'm just trying to line up these two things as sort of my sight line, right? So if those are lined up, then they should be lined up. But I don't know, maybe not necessarily, so... But yeah, we're catching a little bit of this over here. I don't think it's going to matter too much. It's only a side station.
Okay. I mean, you are doing control click moving, right?
Well, I mean, if I need to, I'm putting people where they need to be.
Okay.
But for some reason, I can't. I don't know how this is set up as a source because
This is where
I don't know when I hold.
side station.
Ooh, hi
This is
Heather.
our big screen. We have some
So what am I?
viewers.
What am I control?
still
Am I
like
clicking? Like, oh, well, that's like. What is that doing?
Well, it's moving. It's moving that particular frame, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I didn't know how much overlap you wanted.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want any overlap. I mean, not as matter. I mean, we need some to fill in that space there, but I was trying to alt click, which is what you should do when you want to crop, but that's actually it's changing. So we're. I mean, it's fine how it is because all that stuff is hidden behind that. So I don't think it's really that big a deal.
Okay.
And it's side station, so
Let me see if I... Let me see where we want it.
It's not an issue of effort, it's a matter of resources there, Mr. Bear.
I'm trying to figure out what Christian is, because he's got more familiarity with that version than I do.
I mean, I think it looks fine on stream. I don't know. I think that's not going to be... But then again, you know, who knows? Adam says, what is this doing in here? And then we're like, you know, host. So...
While we wait for round one, I'm just very curious, by show of hands, who is here at CTWC for the very first time? Awesome. We have a lot of new faces. So for those of you, welcome. Thank you very much for discovering us. Thank you very much for joining us here today live. And yeah, we have a lot of new faces in the top 48 as well, if you hadn't noticed. I have a feeling that Joseph's victory last year inspired a lot of people to pick up Tetris, and now here they are. A lot of competing here today on top.
Hey, what's up, dude? Good, hanging in there.
So a couple of announcements. I will make this announcement again on stream. But every single matchup,
we have no idea yet. Hey, what's going on, man? Oh, I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need it. Yeah, we don't really know who's gonna be on which station. They just send people over. I mean, at least I don't know. I have not been given a list, but they're just going to send people over, and we're going to run them, and that's how it's going to go. Oh, Darth Dreads is here. Say hi to everybody, Darth.
Oh, hey everybody. How's it going?
Oh, good morning. How's it going, dude?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
I'm super ready.
You're in the Heather chair, so she'll be...
Is Heather coming in?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll just, warm it up for her.
Great. That's what everybody likes, is other people's body warmth on things they sit on or consume.
Well, who doesn't?
Yeah. You know, at work, we have these, packaged, little waffle, caramel stroop waffles or whatever. And so people will bring down stroop waffles for other people from our kitchen. And they put it in their pocket, so it gets, warm, with awkward body warmth.
Whoa.
So we call them pocket waffles. So it's like, go get me a pocket waffle. Yeah, it's pretty weird. It's a kind of a weird thing. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, we're streaming. We're live, so we're just ready to have matches sent over. And
This is kind of supposed to be your camera.
oh, okay. I didn't put that there.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll just split the difference.
okay, yeah, that's fine.
Or yeah, let's try this.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah. Although, I don't know. I mean, I'm just worried about... Because this station just went really dark. I mean, you see how dark that went? And I don't... I mean, we haven't...
Really cuts yourself into such heavy shouting.
Yeah, exactly. It is.
It is because it's just shitty weather.
Yeah, I mean, if we do, it's fine. I think the important thing is to capture this for posterity, not me. And if we get an interview, I mean, we get an interview, but...
Okay, yeah. And then somebody can just swivel it.
Yeah, if we need to. Yeah, exactly. I'm just worried about... The only thing I'm worried about, Adam, is do you care that it's in the shot, at the top one? Do you care about that at all? This one. See how that's in the shot?
Let's get it out. There you go.
Okay.
And let's just turn it down.
Check, 1, 2. Ah, there we go. Okay. So we just have a few more competitors that are
That's
making
darker than that.
their way through the signature line. Thank you very much for signing everything.
Okay.
You can see these banners always an
And
attraction.
is that insanely annoying or?
Probably, but I mean,
No guts, no glory, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, does everybody get to sign it or just the finalists?
It's the top 48, yeah.
Oh. Still cool.
Hey Keith, I noticed that you guys weren't using the mic much. Hillary's gonna have a visual on you guys.
Yeah,
and just
we
send
didn't have to use it at all because people
Okay.
came up and then the stuff ended up on the bracket. So it's whatever was doing yesterday is perfect.
All right.
I warmed it up for you.
So you got that Darth warmth.
The best kind.
And if you need some extra hair, we'll have some here. Some extra hair here.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
Probably mine.
Pieces of heather.
Well, have it.
Oh.
And I know you know me. So we just need to remember that I have it. Good luck, Eric.
You know what everyone's playing? I'm sure I can figure it out.
No idea. They're just gonna send people.
Also up on stage, you got Alan Hugh versus Paul Yao.
Yeah.
Heather, can you go give Hillary and Chris on the brackets? They're confused about what the brackets for some reason. I don't know why.
And over on the side stage, you have Corion versus Robin Mihara. Wow. Holy, we're in the round of 32, that's a matchup? Oh my gosh.
Oh, frick.
All 18 today, no round 15, round 6. There are no speed limits at this tournament anymore.
We meet again.
Yes, sir.
Hype.
Good luck for me, you guys. So your commentary when I was playing Frank,
Yeah.
I could totally hear where I was in the game, and you couldn't.
Oh yeah. I
So
mean,
when I was struggling, I was actually not panicking because
yeah. We knew you needed the help.
I think I changed their names if you want to double check. It's been a while since I used the thing. Oh, wrong sides.
Oh. Yeah.
Classic.
The stage will be 300 plus whatever these two numbers are, tens. So this would have been 341. Okay, that's how we're going to go with that. We're all doing the countdowns. The first countdown is going to be the whole.
They have. Yeah. See, Adam doesn't have it. All right. This is
Okay, everyone has signed their autograph on the banners.
I'm going to roll for the seed.
Very good.
So this would be 3, 5, 6.
We're still waiting for one more competitor on the main stage.
Just for now until everyone's ready.
Alan and Paul Yao up front. Please. Alan Hugh.
no, we're good now.
A pair of heads up top and a pair of wings at the bottom. Ben Mullins, 9th appearance at CTWC. He has 1 time, 9 out of 10 recruiting average. He has 7 8 lifetime. Best finish. He was semi-finalist in 2010 in the original tournament. Schoolmaster is 3 and 5 lifetime.
Alright. I think I am finally connected. Alright, we are about to get started here. We have the round of 32, Sunday morning. This is the beginning. We have Corion and Robin Mihara, both former competitors. Corion from Japan, famous hyper tapper, personality, kitted out with his Tetris shirt, his multiple lap tells. He has Sonic on top, as he always does. They're doing a little bit of warm-up right now.
And in typical Van Dweller fashion, last-minute spreadsheet sharing and editing. So that's. Oh, what's happening?
Oh, it's his game capture is not showing up.
Yeah. Why is he not showing? Yeah, he's not showing.
Where did Christian go?
He's running. Yeah, I don't.
Is that the same logo again?
And then reboot the capture if you have to.
Yeah.
What was suggested? You said that this
Oh, it almost
All right. It's
Oh.
connected.
Yeah, we
Nice.
have it. We have it.
It's working. Okay,
Yeah.
so that there was a connection issue. So
Okay.
be
All right.
careful with that cable.
Yeah, let's just leave well enough alone.
Yes, please. Still good?
Yeah, we got
So
it.
before we get started, just a reminder on the actual schedule of events for today. So we're going to power through rounds 1 and 2. We're not actually going to take a break, even if there is an open station, and we're still waiting for a final round 1 match to complete. We will go ahead with round 2 if those competitors.
All right, do our scores look accurate this time? Right, that's the right amount, 170.
7-digit scores.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a
got it.
loose cable.
Yes. So just don't do anything over here.
At that point, we will get through round 3.
Really don't just hands off the entire time.
Hands in the air.
No, we're good. We're good. Oh, well, yeah, we're good.
All right, we're doing a countdown to start.
That scares me.
Countdown, let's go. All right. 3,
And we are off and running. Corian from Japan. We have Robin Mahara, competitor for years, founder of this actual tournament. See Robin kind of doing some burns, getting settled in. A pretty stressful competition day and a pretty stressful matchup for Robin.
Yeah, and this room is loud, and that has to be affecting the players a little bit, but we will see.
Oh, and right into a drought. You see a misflip over there from Corian, just pushed up a little too high.
But finally, the first Tetris of the entire game for Corian.
He's able to clean that up pretty nicely. He's burning it down.
And here is a Tetris for Robin, so
Pretty close game at the beginning here.
it usually is. But Corian with the Tetris goes up by 1 Tetris.
And they just start building, knocking him down. Robin seems to have settled in after taking those kind of early burns. He probably didn't like the piece set, and instead of building risky, kind of kept it low and waited for the right time to start building up. Corian going for a dirty Tetris, gives up on it right before the long bar comes. And Robin knocks down 1 and takes a lead.
Corian's struggling to get that right side open, just not getting the exact right pieces to do so.
Yeah.
Finally does, though, but has to leave a gap in his stack on the left side, which is going to take some cleanup later or right now.
So Corian, I believe, is your number 2 seed? He had 2 max outs in the qualifying time and a really nice third score kicker as a backup.
There we go. You can see Corian with the Tetris sigh of relief, finally with a decent-looking stack. Tetrises. Now, Tetris is on level 18 worth 22,800 points, so every 20,000 points you see separating players will be about a Tetris.
Couple tough pieces there for Robin, but he gets his well open in time and knocks down a Tetris. Boom, Tetris for Robin.
Yeah, so Robin here with a 2 Tetris lead in the early goings. A lot of early burning from Corian, uncharacteristic. And we're coming up on basically halfway to transition.
And he misses the spin. The timing on that rotation is really tough
Yeah.
at this speed. Just takes a couple lines to clean it up, though. And boom, Tetris, back and forth. Robin maintaining a little under a Tetris lead here. Just nice, clean building, knocking down Tetrises. We saw in round 0 a lot of early top outs, people playing very aggressively, maybe taking a few too many risks, and RNG not helping them out.
Yeah, so even though the RNG is fixed for both players, it might not be great for your stack at a given time.
Yes. And as you see, we're running into a drought, not a brutal one, just a little insidious, pushing you up higher than you want to go. And
Some
Robin,
good 12th grade vocabulary there, insidious.
thank you. Robin maintaining that Tetris lead. Corian gets longer, but he's not built up for the Tetris. There he goes. Boom, Tetris for Corian.
Now we are neck and neck for the first time really in this match.
And Corian takes the lead back for the first time in a while. Robin cleaning up some traffic there on his board. not interested in a center well right now. He just wants to, or maybe he'll have to, stick with it.
Yeah, sometimes the board forces you to go somewhere other than where you're intending.
Yeah, there's just nowhere else to put the pieces you're getting, and suddenly you're center welling. So Corian now able to pull out a bit of a lead, build up his advantage. And now waiting, moves the square over. He saw the long bar coming, gets the Tetris. That square overhang is a fairly easy solve with a little piece to tuck underneath. Nice clear from Corian. You see the nods from him. He's starting to settle in, feel pretty good.
Corian now with just about a 3 Tetris lead and over 100 lines, so players are going to start kind of getting their stacks ready for the transition.
At the same time, running into this drought now, we're at danger zone in this. My goodness, a 35-piece drought. You see Corian take the Tetris time, the line clear time to look over and see how Robin's doing. He may have been hoping that Robin did not survive the drought as well as he did.
Yeah, Robin has closed the gap a little bit here. Just basically a Tetris and a half difference now separating these players. So.
And right into another drought. Now, a 30 drought is pretty brutal. A 15-20 drought is kind of standard for these types of games. Still not fun.
I mean, it's all fun.
And we are so close to the transition right now. Robin only back about a Tetris and a half. And as you go through the levels, you get more points for Tetrises. I saw Robin playing really great 19 Tetris yesterday, 19 plus. It's the same drop speed up until level 29. A slight misdrop, but a little tuck from Robin makes it look like it was intentional. Corian now looking strong. Although that little sequence wasn't his favorite thing. He's able to stay Tetris ready, knock it down, and open up his largest lead of the game.
But it's still going to be a few pieces before Corian is ready to...
Oh, and Robin hangs
Robin.
up. The L hangs up, and he can't get the long
he
bar
can't get the piece
over.
over, and Corian is good.
So first game to Corian.
Yeah, players were asking where's Joseph's match, I think because he was in the top left-hand corner of the bracket. I think the bracket, kind of the order of the matches is not going to follow exactly the top seed. So it'll eventually.
They're getting ready to start game 2. Robin versus Corian. Three, two, one, Tetris! You see the exact same build so far from these two players. A slight adjustment from Corian for that square piece. And you can see the difference that made. He's Tetris ready, he's got a real solid build, and gets that first Tetris.
So these early rounds are going to be best of 3, and then we're going to move to best of 5 in the top 8.
For the top 8, yes. Another Tetris for Corian. Robin's still not quite Tetris ready. And with this piece, he gets it just in time, and boom, but Tetris for Robin.
While we're waiting for our second game, just a word to thank our sponsors, Mississippi Pizza. Got a craving for
Both
pizza
players
here?
building really nicely right now.
Pizza on historic Mississippi Ave, featuring
These are nice stable stacks.
full content.
Boom, boom, simul Tetris.
Total Ratness, Steven
You see Corian really settled in right now. That initial misflip in that first game could have been a little bit of first game nerves.
Indeed. But, basically every 20 lines, players are going to be looking to score between 80 and 100,000 points to have a really good aggressive pace. And that should get them to like a 5 to 600K transition if they can maintain that pace.
Series of kind of tough pieces there for Robin. He opens it up and is ready for a center well. Let's see if he gets the long bar. He keeps waiting, takes a nice little safety triple, and as you can see, he's in a drought right now.
It's like the worst time to start building a center well, but you can't predict it.
It is hard to keep a center well open for business. We've seen it in the past. You end up with kind of builds like this. Great tucks for Robin, and boom! Party down the middle for Robin.
And there's one for Corian.
And another one.
And so Corian's up by about 3 Tetrises now.
Yeah, Corian, a nice early lead here.
Boom, Robin Tetris.
You see Corian able to skim things to the right and keep his well open for Tetrises. It's just a lot easier without the center well. Simul Tetris. Seeing these nice kind of elevated, delayed clears from Robin, he blocks as well, but he knows he's going to be able to uncover it with the next piece. Just really great gameplay. Shaking his head. There was a T-spin potential, but it didn't come in time. So now he's got a little bit of cleanup to do. And boom, Tetris for Corian.
See if Robin's going to go dirty center well here. Oh no, he's going to burn it down. Oh no,
Oh,
he's
no,
built
he
up
is.
for it, and there it is.
There it is.
Just in time. Great sequence for Robin.
So Corian still building so clean. Hasn't really seemed to be in trouble yet in this game. And he's opened up an 80,000 point lead at this, where are we at? 71 lines.
Yeah, just a little over halfway to transition.
And another Tetris for Corian. His Tetris rate right now, 74%, well past max out rate. It's just very consistent play, able to turn a lot of these burned lines, convert them through Tetrises.
And trying to open up that right side is Corian.
Great stacking from Robin too, wow.
Some unfortunate pieces here for Corian, but still able to do that. That hyper tap is going to allow him to play a little bit higher than a DAS player and kind of take on some of these kind of high wire act builds here. And finally opens up the right side. And boom, Tetris for Corian.
Robin was able to cut into that lead for a little bit there. Now he's just waiting for another long bar. And Corian opens up 6-digit lead there for a second.
Robin set up for a dirty center.
Very exciting play from Robin.
High score.
And another drought. He opts not to wait. It's risky.
Yeah, especially, about 20 lines from the transition. That has a potential to fester, and then you're just going to end up with a stack you don't want when the speed increases by 50%.
And Robin playing so well, knocks down another Tetris. Corian gets another one. You can see that Robin has been pressing down, so he's a little bit ahead of Corian in terms of the burn lines. He will reach the transition first at this rate. And boom, Tetris for Corian. 66% Tetris rate. It's come down a little bit. Still very high.
So Robin transitions about 420. Corian has one more Tetris potentially before he transitions, which he's going to get.
Which he gets. And boom, transition for Corian.
So transitioning about 4 Tetrises ahead of Robin is
It's a strong place to be. Robin gets a little Z-burst there. Does always make your stack so spiky. Great tuck. That's such a small window to pull that move off at this drop speed.
Oh, that left side's going to be real tough for Robin right now. But he gets, one of the few pieces you can get over there.
The square. Our good friend, the Smash Boy.
All right, great clear down by Robin.
Good cleanup. Unfortunately, that's only a triple. And Corian opening up a 130,000 point lead right now. Robin's hoping that Corian makes a mistake, tops out, and he can chase down this score.
Oh, nice sequence for Robin.
Great work getting those pieces over.
And
boom, Tetris for Robin. Of course, Corian, especially with that hyper tap, able to survive at these speeds. Those really nice clears. see what he does with this build. Is he going to build a Tetris there or kind of keep it safe? Ooh, another great tuck from Robin. His timing has really been great in this tournament.
Tuck's so dangerous on 19 too, because if you mistime it, you can lose DAS, and then that happens on 19. Your game could be over immediately.
Yeah, it also just is terrible for your stack to miss a tuck. Corian still playing so well. Drops down another Tetris. Tetris rate still around 61%. And another one.
Another one for Robin, though.
Robin hanging in there for sure.
And another one for Robin.
He's trying to cut into this lead that Corian's built up. We're on level 24 for Corian, 25 for Robin, so he's a level ahead, 160,000 points down.
Oh no, and that could end up being fatal for Robin.
And then another one.
Yeah. Oh. And he's going to need to get a piece over, which he's going to need to quick tap that over. And he's not going to be able to do it. And
game
Robin
over.
pops out.
Corian advances. Corian is the winner. Great games from both players.
Further than I should have been.
We'll get off here.
Let's hear it for Corian. Yeah!
Yeah.
Scotto Bozo versus Mark Meyer.
Oh my goodness. Scout Obozo.
We are neck and neck up top. $1 in the jar, bud. All in a good cause.
Hey, Mark.
Get into it.
Thanks, man.
All right, so we saw Mark play yesterday in round 0. I believe Scotto Bozo was your 12th seed. So this is his first appearance so far in this tournament. He got to skip round 0. Not many people got to do that. Mark is your... Sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead, please.
I was just saying, Mark is your German qualifying champion. So he was sponsored. He had airfare and lodging covered because of his victory in Germany. It's so great that they've been able to put on more and more of these qualifiers around the world.
And Scotto, a regular participant in the sort of online scene that's sort of developed in the last year.
Absolutely.
You will go back to back with the Tetrises as a result. Alan transitions now as a very slim lead. 550 transitions on stage. Very good.
It looks like we're getting winding down the warm-up. I'm going to get this match started.
So indulgent on the part in that firm. Both of them playing very well at this high pace here.
All right, guys, we're going to start on the side stage. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris!
Scotto have begun their side stage battle over
So Mark, a known hyper tapper, anchors the controller against his knee.
A known hyper tapper has
known-
moved into your neighborhood.
Tell your friends. Study his technique. And Mark had a bit of a misdrop to the left. He didn't get the Z piece quite to the wall, and he ended up having to do, well, what you're seeing now to try to fix it.
Yeah, so that's allowed Scotto to open up a little bit of an early lead
And
here.
boom, Tetris for Scotto. Boom, Tetris for Mark. That is one of the differences between hyper-tapping and DAS playing, is kind of that one off-the-wall or against-the-wall location. If you're going all the way to the left wall as a DAS player, you just keep holding it down.
Ooh,
but for
nice
a
one.
hyper-tapper, you have to press it enough times to get it all the way over.
Yeah, couple of nice, an S-spin
great
and a Z-pin
spin from
just a few
Scotto.
pieces later.
Some nice skims from Scotto to keep his well open.
Yeah, tricky kind of top of his board position. No real good place to put any flat pieces.
Boom
but
touches for Scotto.
able to open up his board and get a Tetris.
Seeing some really nice builds, some nice adjustments from Scotto, just to keep his board a little bit more flexible and accommodate more pieces, which is so helpful in situations like this where he runs into another drought.
Left well going for Mark here, yes. Waiting for that long bar. Should be able to tap it over, no problem, and does.
Boom. Right side Tetris, left side Tetris.
Let's see if he keeps that open. Yeah, he's going to keep that open.
Oh,
And
a
there it is.
slight mistake there from Scotto. He should be able to clean this up.
Yeah, that's going to lose some pace, though, to Mark. And Mark looks like he's going to shift as well over to the left side. Try to clear all this down. Get back to a traditional sloping left to right build.
Not playing one off the ground.
Oh, might go center well here, but getting an O-burst.
Yes, that's a lot of Smash Boys.
Is that what we're doing now? We're doing
That's
that?
the only one I like. I like the Smash Boy
And
name.
what's the other one? The
I
orange-
don't care.
The Rhode
Smash
Island
Boy's my only
something.
guy. So Scotto maintaining about a 20,000 point lead so far in this match. Marcus had some kind of shifting builds, left side, right side, early shifts on pieces, or not quite getting it where he needs it to go. And so he's ended up burning quite a few lines. You see he's burned 19 lines now 20, now 21, now 22.
Finally opens up the right side.
Oh, and of course now a drought. Scotto gets up a little high, but the line comes in time. His stack still looks good. Mark's stack now looking a little more stable, knocks down a Tetris. Scott opens up a 40,000 point lead with that Tetris. Looking strong. Oh, and just a series of pieces there for Mark that didn't fit in his stack very well. And another Tetris for Scotto. Boom, simul Tetris.
There he is. But still now a 3 Tetris lead just under for Scotto.
All right, so Scotto's setting up a couple overhangs and is able to fill them in almost immediately.
Yeah, and another overhang sort of for
Oh,
Scotto.
this one's a little trickier. Only the red L, J, whichever one it is, will clean that up.
J. Draw it in the air. Yes, that is a J.
And he opts not to wait for it. If it's a one-piece solve, odds are you're not going to get it in
Let's see
time.
if he goes for the column 9. And yeah, he's going to be able to do it. And boom.
Tetris for Scotto.
So here we go. As Matt and Ben battle
Just
it out
very
with their
consistent
games
play here.
up top. Joseph, the reigning
Able
world
to
champion,
maintain
Chris Brady, one of the
now this
longtime
40,000
members of
point
this
lead.
community and has been competing for several years. We'll battle it out
Yeah,
in the
Scotto a
wrestling
DAS player,
32.
Mark hyper tapper.
Insane.
And you do see early shifts sometimes here from Mark, and people think, well, he's not DAS. Why would there be an early shift? There's a window right after the line clear where you want to get your taps in, just right after the board, the piece enters the board, and so you can actually have like an early hyper tap.
Early tap?
Yeah, early tap load.
This round one, yesterday,
Just really nice building from both players right now.
Yeah, we are coming up very quickly here on this transition, and Scotto still with about a 4 Tetris lead, a little under that.
And somehow he was not able
But kind of a risky kind of build over on the left side, only 10 pieces.
Oh, and Mark
lines
is
away.
up really high. Let's see if he can get something to the left to kind of keep him in the game here. Oh, and he misses the hyper tap. Can he? And that's it. Mark tops out. That drought pushed him up. And Scotto takes game one with a 100,000 point lead.
building high to the left.
Nice strong play from Scotto in his first appearance at the CTWC.
Gets a heart.
Scotto Bozo, primarily a Ratchet and Clank speedrunner, so if you are in that community, you know his name. But he has like many of us, fallen in love with Tetris.
3, 2, 1.
Tetris! And game 2 is off and running. Very different builds from these two players.
First two pieces same, third piece threw the whole thing off.
They both get Tetris ready. Oh, but Mark covers up his well. So you see one Tetris and one triple. You can see the point difference that turns into for these two players. That's why these players hate to take a triple if they don't have to. Great L spin, and then the tuck from Scotto.
Big brain strats there.
Just really fun to watch these moves. Right, so Scotto, not interested in a center well.
Not this early.
And Mark has a couple kind of alternating burn shelves, trying to get back down to somewhere where he can score.
A couple of J dependencies, gets one of the J's, and yeah, that long bar will help a lot. So back to a clean board pretty darn quickly.
So Scotto with an early lead, 38,000 points. But Mark now looking clean, able to skim, and then boom, Tetris for Mark.
Game number 2 underway now.
All right, Mark Tetris ready, and look at that, immediate long bar. Isn't that nice?
Oh, he's from Germany, so we could say Achtung, Tetris for Mark.
It's like the only German word I know.
Yes.
Or schnitzel. I know schnitzel.
All right, so Mark has quite the Z-spire on the left, but since it's against the wall, he can just keep chucking them over there.
Yeah, there was a smart little sequence there, minor little micro adjustment for Mark, where he could have chosen to make 2 LJ dependencies, but instead only made 1.
All right, so Scotto, not the best situation, but he gets the long bar in time to then dig out that miss drop to the left.
Scotto trying to dig right back down. Oh no, it looks like he's going to go center well here.
Okay.
By the way, the winner of round
He may have noticed that he lost the lead and he wants to stay a little bit more aggressive. Back and forth lead changes, such a close game. We can safely call this neck and neck.
I think we can. That should become a thing.
next up on stage.
Mark takes the lead back for now.
All right, so we're just about halfway to transition. Transition to level 19 takes place at 130 line, so if they keep this pace, you can sort of double their scores to get an estimate of where they'll end up.
And Mark with, I think, the largest lead he's been able to pull out in this match, 40,000 points. But Scotto cuts that down with that Tetris.
Nicely burn that down. You just need that long bar to 28 piece route. Boom.
All right, so both players set up, ready, waiting. And
Boom, boom. Back-to-back Tetrises for these players.
Joseph survived his route and had to use his line punch to the left rather than sort of Tetris.
Perfect square for Scotto's overhang there. It's nice when the piece you need comes relatively quickly and you're able to solve your stack sooner.
yeah, you can see Scotto definitely. I mean, people think, oh, don't you just put the pieces where they fit? No, but there are definitely stylistic differences between players. And Scotto definitely with a lot of intentional tucks and sort of like second order tucks.
As we see right there. Oh, running into a drought right now.
Oh, this is tough for Scotto. Oh, that left side, it could be fatal for Scotto. And,
Oh, I
yeah.
don't know if he's going to be able to get
Oh,
this
he's
line
not going to be able to do it,
over.
and that's going to be it for Scotto.
And that's game 2 for
Yeah.
Mark with a 100,000 point lead. Very interesting difference between game 1 and game 2 there.
We've got a decider.
We've got a game 3.
That took me a second, but I finally found the prize out. So,
You see both players kind of taking deep breaths, very focused.
Let's hear it for round 3. In
3, 2, 1,
ranked 5th to 80 at 500, 9th to 60.
Scotto with the initial initial press down for 12 points.
That's it. If it ended right now, Scotto would win.
Oh my gosh, a lot of early lines and neither player ready to capitalize with a Tetris.
There's a lot of white on that board.
Scotto finally set up, gets the first Tetris, Mark right behind him.
So that 12-point difference coming into play here.
I guess if you are the first press down, you have the first lead of the game. So there could be some psychology at play there.
Intimidation factor. There's a game within the game.
A bit of a drought there, both players not even phased. And Scotto back to his 12-point lead. This is back and forth. If he had not pressed down, this would be a tie game.
Yeah, this 12-point lead could be insurmountable. You know, there's some hyper-tappers who do press down. Mark doesn't appear to be one of them.
It's a lot of inputs,
It's a lot of stuff to do.
My God, just very close games still. Both players, nice clean stacks, knocking down Tetrises. Scotto had a couple burns in there that made the difference slightly larger.
All right, so both players like perfect looking boards right now. And both of them Tetris. And look at this lead. I mean, there's like just swapping this tiny amount of points back and forth, keeping pace with one another.
They keep getting these kind of little mini droughts, just enough that you have to make faster decisions because you're a little closer to the top of the screen. Both players just building up, trying to get Tetris ready. Mark is ready, has to cut it down. Another drought coming.
Yeah, Scotto's board getting a little bit messed up here. It's going to take a little bit of cleanup.
Yeah, both players now with a hole near the bottom of their stack. See if they decide to cut down to it or build on top of it. Oh, Mark with a couple pieces there he wasn't ready for. Now he's got some holes on the left side. That just means for a while, anything he does.
Yeah. He turned that line dependency into sort of an immediate Tetris well here, so if he can get a quick long bar here, but no, it's not.
And he really held out, and it's, as you can see, the drought counter going.
Yeah, he's got that tricky gap in the center of his stack, so he's going to have to, he builds, okay, so he's got, I don't know what he's got.
He's got a couple problems, is what he's got.
Yeah, don't we all? All right, so he could be set up for it. Oh, he's going to burn it down instead of going for a risky Tetris. Probably the right thing to do.
And Scotto, while Mark has been dealing with this stack full of holes, Scotto opened up 88,000 point lead.
So 4 Tetrises behind. But this is some pretty good pace for Scotto here.
As we saw in the last game, this is kind of the difference between Tetrises and triples. The 100,000 point lead now for Scotto. Mark was surviving, knocking down triples a lot of those times. He just wasn't in time for the long bars with his build.
So a couple of line dependencies here for Scotto, and that's going to cause him to create a few more holes in his stack. But still, I mean, 120,000 point lead here, going into 100 lines. It's substantial.
Oh. Little awkward placement there with that piece for Scotto. All right, so he's been pushed up the board a bit. And Mark knocks down a Tetris, cuts into the lead.
Oh, little early
that
shift for
early
Scotto.
shift. But he gets a couple helpful pieces.
Yeah, he's going to want to burn this down right quick because transition
Is looming.
25 lines away, and it looms. It's like the only verb that transitions do. They loom, and that's about it.
Scotto just still up pretty high, not where he wants to be.
And pieces not being very nice here.
who will be supplying the Tetris World Arcade as prize.
He's not out of it if he can get some more helpful pieces here. But the transition keeps looming closer and closer.
Ooh. He quick tapped that over to the left.
Oh, that square is not what he wanted right then.
And 8 lines away from the transition is Scotto, and he is high up.
If he can get, Scotto tops
That's going to
out.
be fatal.
But Mark has to chase down now.
Yeah.
So he has to keep playing. He is 2 lines from the transition.
It's going to be about 2.5 Tetrises on 19. Going to try to get one of those Tetrises now.
The drought. He gets one. Boom, Tetris for Mark. The audience shouting out to Mark what he needs to get.
Definitely don't listen to the audience.
You
but
can't trust them.
No.
You can't trust us. The ref is here. Will tell you the score that you need to get. That is their job.
Oh, this is tense.
He could burn it out. 15,000 points now. He has enough game left that he could do just a lot of singles and still get it. He goes for the Tetris and takes game 3. And Mark advances. And celebrates. A lot of passion from Mark. Good games, both players. What a match. Came down to game 3.
Yeah, Scotto played awesome.
What a great first showing from Scotto. You can see he had a 52% Tetris rate. He had the lead. He just topped out early in the game, and there was enough time left for Mark to catch up.
Well, fuck.
You can't score points if you're dead, you know?
Wow.
He sounds incredibly relieved.
Yes, quite a release of tension. All right, we await our next match.
Show off.
Everyone congratulating Mark on making it through a very tough matchup.
And there's German happening here, folks. German is happening.
Some tense matchups on the main stage, so I think they're about to send over our next match.
Relying on that R&D over in time there is Terry. We're watching Terry right now on the top right. Get himself out of position there. He's just going to need one piece there. He gets it, and now he's Tetris.
How are you guys doing? Are you enjoying the Tetris? Oh, actually, while we're on this waiting screen, let's talk about the stats that come up at the end of the games. We normally don't get this much time with them. For the TRT, that's your Tetris rate. Tetris rate. It's about 60% Tetris rate is max out pace. So any higher is a really good showing. Eyepieces, that's how many eyepieces they got in their game. As you see, Mark went further in the game. He got up to level 21, so you can see how many more eyepieces there were on his journey there. PPL is points per line. So that's the average amount of points that they got based on the lines that they got and the score that they got. Mark with 154 burned lines and a 424,720 score. Simple math that I cannot do in my head, but I don't have to because it's on screen. TRNS is the score that they had at transition. So you can see, obviously, Scotto didn't make it to the transition, so he does not have a transition score. D total is drought total, the total number of droughts. D average is the average length of the drought.
D average is what I got in high school.
And D max is the longest drought. So that's just one drought, the longest one in the game.
All right, looks like we're going to get Chad and Trey.
Oh my goodness, two CTWC veterans.
Is it okay to say grizzled?
You'll have to ask them, and I think if you have to ask them, we shouldn't. I think we can say. What can we say? What's a good?
You could say seasoned.
Seasoned is a good one.
Yeah, like a chicken.
Seasoned is nice.
Yes.
Fall chickens.
Maybe more like a fall autumn chicken. Thankfully, Trey's over here, so if we run into any tech issues, immediately just jump out of his game, help us out.
Of course, you cannot pause on the competition carts. It is disabled.
Oh.
So he will have to.
Yeah, just let it happen. Just let it fall.
Yep. So Chad using this time wisely, getting a little bit of 19 warm-up in. He said he's been spending the last year really focusing on 19, trying to dial in his play at these top speeds. As a DAS player, that's kind of what you have to do.
Oh, and here he is.
Gearing transition at the bottom. Transition is 139, speed increases 50%. Well, Heath is now level 19. He leads by 1 point right now.
I'd rather not.
Okay, yeah, it's not. I mean,
Great placement on that.
oh, we need the top.
Wow. Great placement there.
He's in trouble now. It's low enough he can burn through it, but it's going to cost him 8 points.
Yeah.
So Chad seeded high enough. He had 13th seed. He got to avoid round 0. Trey had a rental hour, got pulled off it multiple times to fix the streams, and had to make it through round 0 yesterday.
We've got Trey Harrison versus Chad Hughes. And we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, Tetris!
This moment right here, all 4 of these players playing at this pace and this speed. This is a great introduction if you're watching Classic Tetris.
So very different builds from both players.
So he stays alive.
And just an immediate drought because, of course, it's Tetris.
Yeah. And really, you can blame Trey for that drought. He programmed the competition cards.
It's true. All right, Chad knocking down the first Tetris, Trey right behind him. And with those kind of burns that Trey was putting on, it's that 380-point difference there. Trey set up, and boom, Tetris for Trey.
Chad set up. Oh, Chad opting to put that, fix that dependency on the left instead of taking the Tetris, but gets the long bar anyway. The Tetris god smiling upon him.
And another Tetris for Trey. Nice couple of choices there for Trey that helped him keep his stack from getting out of control. Boom, Tetris for Chad. Such a close game. 1,100 points separating these two players right now.
We need a deep breath counter next year. Deep breaths.
It would go
sighs.
too high. Tetris, back to back for these two players. Still 1,100 points between them. And with that Tetris, Chad pulls ahead. Trey with a couple overhangs. There are a couple solves he can use for that right
Could be
side.
a spin here. Will he go for a spin if he gets the piece?
And he opts just to burn it down
he gets
because
none of the pieces.
none of the pieces that would have solved it show up for him.
Set up for a Tetris down the right side, a couple rows off the bottom.
Trey, a very aggressive player, will go for the dirty Tetris more often than not.
And gets it.
And gets the dirty Tetris. He is known to call it an upper decker.
Don't call it that.
And he's got a bit of an elevated clear, shouldn't be a problem. Takes care of it. Nice adjustment for the L from Trey. Chad's got a little bit of cleanup to do to get his well back open. And boom, Tetris for Chad. Trey nice and clean, just waiting on the long bar. Of course, drought.
Boom Tetris for Terry. Tie game. And just a reminder, speaking of speed,
Taking these skims, keeping it safe. You can see the benefit of like kind of the sloping build that lets you chuck pieces over there. Oh, now it's
Forced
still
into a
going.
couple dependencies and odd placements on top.
The drought still going. He's able to get that over to the left. My goodness.
Oh no, yeah, that left side-
Overshift.
Oh, nice line spin.
Can he get?
No, that's probably the right placement for that long bar. And he's gonna have
Alright,
to work this down
so-
line by line.
Oh, but the wrong.
This is gonna be
And
it
that's
for
it
Trey.
for Trey, and Chad had the lead. So Chad takes game one. Got 40 drought. That's a killer drought.
nice fit by that voice. After 10 years, it's so cool.
354.
Both players getting ready for game two.
In 3, 2, 1.
Tetris!
Burn early here, getting him
Now, both players have competed in this tournament for years. Seasoned veterans. This might be the most crowd noise they've ever experienced. It's very hyped this year. A lot of viewers, multiple matches at the same time. I don't know that I've seen any mistakes from them that seem to come from hearing crowd noise.
No, they've been around this too long. But it's probably. I mean, is this louder than it's ever been?
Yes, which is great.
Yeah, because it's all one room, and before it was in the main hall. But everything's concentrated. Bodies here, people yelling,
And hype.
and hype.
All right, so Trey set up, Chad set up, and a drought. Oh, and Trey just
Trey.
missed.
He's still on-
He was trying to
oh,
open up
no.
his well with that stood up
no.
L.
And
He
that's
pushed it
it.
one too far, and the early top out from Trey.
That's it.
And
Brutal.
Chad advances.
Brutal best of three.
Everyone is devastated. Trey is a huge fan favorite. Of course, puts on the tournament, helps it look as good as it does, and it keeps it up and running. A shame to have him knocked out.
So, we do have Trey to thank in large part for making this such an excellent viewer experience. Oh, wow.
And there's the crowd. Appreciating the matches they're seeing today.
Next up on the side stage, we have Jeff Moore versus Philip N.
Jeff Moore coming at ya
Against Microbliz.
against Microbliz. One of the few modern Tetris players that has really successfully been able to pick up NES Tetris. Hello. What's up? Pick a... Yeah. Pick your favorite. You got here first. Would you want to be... What do you want your display name to be? Just Philip? 1L or 2? 1L, okay. We will be calling him Philip. He has chosen to be Philip.
Alright, so Jeff over here. Say 1L.
1L.
So both Fat Boy and Small are have transitioned.
Nice.
Fat Boy's in trouble here.
I feel like I need to tell you guys who Jeff Moore is. I
Yeah.
think you might not know who Jeff Moore is.
Yeah.
He's been around kind of under the radar. Very, very subtle, kind of casual guy. Not very charismatic.
Yeah.
Obviously, maybe the face of Tetris at this point, Jeff Moore. What year was that? 2016 finalist. Went viral. Boom, Tetris for Jeff. I'll bang for you, Jeff. We all know the phrases. And facing him, Philip. In a Christmas sweater because, to quote Philip, F Halloween.
Yeah, I totally agree.
He is famous, fastest modern Tetris guy. He had the 40-line sprint record at just the most ridiculous time for so long, and is actually, and of course a 14-year-old kid beat it, so he understands what it feels like to be bested by a teenager, something that we experienced here last year at the CTWC.
It's kind of teenagers' job to do that.
Yeah, they have a lot of free time.
Everybody rocking their new Jeff emotes.
He's playing Classic this level. How dare you make the rest of us feel so old right now? Incredible play. Wow. Stalwarts ahead of 2 points.
So both players just getting a little bit of warm-up in.
Playing to survive right now. We're getting to a point where we're going to get ready. 2 Tetris lead down for Stalwart.
Jeff was your Desert Qualifier winner. I believe that's 2 years in a row that he's taken the Desert Qualifier.
Nothing seems to base him on stage. I think we're going to see our first level 29 today.
They're getting set up to get going here.
Possibly from both of them. Quite honestly, both of them might very well make it to the... survives here.
On the side stage, we have Philip N versus Jeff. And we're going to start this in 3, 2, 1.
Tetris!
Look at that! That boy, are you kidding me?
And we are up and running here. Philip knocks down the first Tetris. And Jeff just building up over here. It's exactly tied right now. 1 Tetris for each player. And Jeff surges ahead by 1. Philip with a great tuck.
Great center well here. But having to quickly abandon that plan. But no, wait.
What a matchup.
But I feel like that's what a lot of center welling is. Getting set up for the center well,
Blocking
kind of duck
it.
out of it.
And then being forced back into it.
Exactly. I stay away from it.
Jeff often plays with a bit of a perma-smile. He enjoys the game. We saw him yesterday in the Chaos qualifying hour with Quaid constantly talking to him. And boom, Tetris for Jeff. A little head shake. He seems a little bewildered sometimes by how much people love saying that.
I mean, does that happen at the airport at this point? I mean, who doesn't know boom Tetris for Jeff?
All right, so 1 off the wall is a really hard well to maintain, and he opts to just burn it down and get it back where he wants it. Boom, Tetris for Philip. He smartly avoids a line dependency there.
Yeah, opens up the right side. Oh.
Knocks down a Tetris. And he's got about a Tetris and a half lead on Jeff right now. Jeff's set up, needs a long bar. Oh, and a bit of a drought here. Let's see how these players survive it.
So Jeff opens up the right side. And his stack was meant to...
Boom, Tetris for Jeff.
His stack was set up to weather a drought here, whereas Phil's wasn't as much.
Yeah, so Phil may not have felt the drought as much because he was trying to dig out his stack. If you're not ready for a Tetris, you don't necessarily notice that you're not getting a long bar.
Phil opened on the right side for a Tetris.
Boom, Tetris for Philip.
And Jeff's going to open up his right side. Philip out now to about a 2 1/4 Tetris lead.
Simul Tetris.
In fine fashion. He had a suffer game like this in the East Coast qualifier against Mike Wisnick.
All right, another Tetris for Jeff.
He survived and won that round.
And another Tetris for Philip. Philip able to maintain his about a 50,000 point lead right now. And another Tetris for Philip, his largest lead, but Jeff fires right back.
Oh, we love that T-burn on the right side.
A nice, clean, single line clear to kind of get you well open. I think Jeff glanced over to see the score and just didn't quite drop that next piece where he wanted it to
Could have been a line spin, which is my favorite spin.
And Reed's looking like B-type right now.
The way the droughts are counted here basically is based on the 7-bag randomizer from Modern Tetris. And the way that works is essentially you can't really go more than 13 pieces without getting a long bar. So in this version, you can go 60, 70 pieces without getting one. This will start showing up. I think it's at 13. That's when it'll switch over and start showing you how long it's been since they got that long bar. Because that really is the difference in these games. Oh, and
no.
Philip is really high up there.
Yeah, this could be fatal. If he can't burn a couple lines away on the right side. Oh, that's a great long bar for him.
I just
Now we
don't
can
know
get
if
a
he's
piece
gonna
over.
be.
Yeah,
Nice save.
just barely.
Okay, so so now he's got a double line dependency. He chooses to give up on one of them and just keep burning his stack down. Oh, bad Z there.
Yeah.
Not what he wanted.
Yeah.
Jeff nice and clean and closing that lead now. It's down to 14,000 points.
Just about a half a Tetris while Phil continues to burn here.
But man, some good burns there from Philip to stay alive and get down to that area. He was unable to reach there.
Going for the Tetris is Philip, and he gets the long bar
Oh,
immediately
and Jeff
after.
Moore with the dirty Tetris.
Wow.
Boom.
So that sequence allows Philip to maintain his lead here and build on it with another Tetris.
And then boom, simul Tetris,
Wow.
both players.
All right, wow, it transitions here like already. I can feel like the game just started.
It's a lot of early digging. In the grand scheme of things, somewhat low transition scores. In tournament, great transition scores because you're still alive.
All right, so Philip transitions at 403. Jeff about to transition here, 368. So it's all going to come down to 19. Jeff obviously demonstrating in the past that he can hang on 19. Philip can hang on 19, so let's see how long this goes.
So Jeff's built a little cleaner, able to capitalize and get that Tetris. Nice burns from Philip there. He's ready.
All right, a little bit dicey for Jeff here, but he gets that long bar. That's going to help put some material in there.
Just not the most accommodating stack, and then he's getting exactly the pieces that don't fit. But he comes out of it and gets a Tetris. Boom, Tetris for Jeff.
Wow.
Philip up a little high, trying to uncover these holes, and gets a couple helpful pieces there. He should be able to uncover this, stay in it.
He does. Love a long bar right now for a little bit of breathing room. Oh,
He couldn't get that T all the way to the left
but still able to burn his stack down, get to a comfortable place.
for a few seconds at least. Boom, Tetris for Jeff. Cuts the lead to 18,000 points, less than a Tetris between these two players. Jeff's setup really nice right there. Take some safety burns. And Philip is building on top of, and he may have pressed that over one too far there. A little Z burst, and this is tough for Philip.
All right, so Philip's going to
Philip
top it with a
tops
slight
out.
lead.
So Jeff needs to chase down 15,000 points right now.
but not a very accommodating stack for him either. So
He's up pretty high himself.
oh, that long bar is going to help. Oh,
He's
no, an
shaking his
early
head.
shift.
8,000 points. It's a matter of a few lines here could do this for him.
Pole vault that piece over.
Well done there by Jeff. Boy, he's
2,1700.
right now over on Classic Tetris.
A little fumble, no. Oh, and he
Jeff's going to top out, and Philip takes game one.
Philip takes game one by 1,700 points.
DQZ moves on to the next round. And meanwhile, Svabar and Batboy locked into an epic battle. And Svabar with one bad placement now, he's going to play catch up with a terrific play area. And that might be it for Svabar.
This is chaos. Chaos in this room. No one's bracket looks good right now. 2, 1,
Tetris!
Svabar was eliminated by Batboy, and if anyone has emerged so far, it is definitely.
All right, early stages, players building up. No one pressing down here. And simul-Tetris, both players able to capitalize on that first long bar. And another one.
a couple
Tie game.
Perfect games going right here.
Yeah,
Unlike
100% Tetris
yeah,
rates.
let's jinx it like a baseball announcer. We call it early. Perfect games.
That is our updated bracket.
Oh, and
Joseph, the reigning
Jeff
champion, is going to face
able
in the next round.
to capitalize on that next one, take a slight lead.
Boy awaits the winner of Mega Retro Man and Jonas.
All right, so Jeff blocks as well. Philip able to come back with that Tetris.
Also, we went Matt Bucco versus a Dubai.
All right, Philip open an immediate Tetris for Philip in the ninth column. You probably hear the bucos.
Simul-Tetris. Less than a Tetris between these two players right now. Still very early in this game two. Philip up one game on Jeff Moore. He hits the spin.
And boom, Tetris for Jeff. That feels good.
Just sounds right. And boom, Tetris for Philip. He opens up about a Tetris and a half lead here. And another Tetris for Philip. Just nice, clean play, knocking down Tetrises.
Philip with a great J to fill in his Tetris setup on the left side. Needs to clear this open and does. Like a long bar right now, gets it, and boom, Tetris for Philip.
Philip increasing his lead here. He's up to 58,000. That's a couple Tetrises between these two players, but Jeff cuts it down.
Oh, that's a nice J for Philip there. That's a tough dependency on the left side.
Boom, Tetris for Jeff.
And boom, Tetris for Philip. I feel like I have a boom bias toward Jeff. Philip doesn't get enough boom, so
It's fair.
yeah.
Should even it out a little bit. Both players Tetris ready. I don't think we've seen that many droughts in this game yet.
No,
and there's one.
There it
That's a
is.
short one.
Yeah, thanks, Heather.
Sorry. I didn't mean I wanted them.
Hard to tell if that was an early shift from Jeff or an intentional last-second adjustment, but
Micro with that center well up so high. Oh, no. He gets the long bar.
ooh, and
His
he gets the
stack is
J
a
over.
mess.
Oh yeah, that's gonna
And
be
he
it for
tops
Philip.
out. Jeff needs to chase down, and he does it
there
with
it
this
is.
Tetris. Jeff takes game two. We are going to another game three. This is how crazy all of these round one matchups are today.
Right now. Jonas, as we know, a relative newcomer to the scene. Looking to make a name for himself.
Look at the glove!
So just like that, first two games don't matter. It's this game. What's going to happen? Who's going to win it? Who will advance?
All right, guys, round 3 on the side stage in 3,
2, 1, Tetris!
So,
Game 3
for Jeff and Philip.
for everything.
Third decisive game over on the side stage.
Very similar builds from these two players.
Our competitors warm up.
Exact
Simul
same
build,
build.
simul build, simul build.
Yep. Here we go.
Oh my goodness.
Jonas is used to
I would love to
Okay.
know the longest streak of simul builds.
has maxed out the game 20
I'm sure someone
Yeah.
can tell you.
Please, someone
and
in the
boom,
chat.
Tetris for Jeff.
Go back through all the
Microblizz.
footage for 10 years and please let us know what the longest simul build streak is.
Philip just kind of had a little hole in the center of his stack there that he was trying to fill up. Philip trying to fill it up. Sorry for the unintentional there. And a drought. Jeff with a couple good safety burns there.
A lot of droughts in this card. Can we return this for store credit?
It feels just like the regular game of Tetris to me. And then, boom, Tetris for Jeff. Philip up pretty high. Takes the single instead of the triple, but then he takes the double. The burns, the safety burns these players decide to take are so interesting. They really do have a lot of choices sometimes. You can go for a triple or you can go for a single, you know. Boom, Tetris for Jeff. Opens up a nice early lead here.
And boom, Tetris for Philip. So yeah, Jeff up by now just about 2 Tetrises.
So Jeff with some kind of alternating holes in his stack. He wants to get back down to a nice safe level. We'll see if he gets the right pieces.
Yeah, those can be so tough because to clear one, you have to sort of put more weight on the
The
other.
other, it's just this back and forth trying to dig out this way, but you put more weight on the other way, and
Yep.
it's just
Yeah, it's endless. All right, so just got a little platform here with a Tetris. Boom, Tetris
boom,
for Jeff.
slightly dirty Tetris.
Yeah, a
Little,
slightly
little
soiled.
smudged.
Yeah, a little smudged Tetris there.
And boom, Tetris for Philip takes the lead. And Jeff takes it back with that Tetris.
Looking nice and clean at the bottom for both players. Up top.
Yeah, so just going to lose a little pace here to Philip. Philip Tetrises and takes the lead.
Jeff's still building one off the bottom. I mean, ideally you want to get a Tetris, get back down to the bottom with that Tetris, but the long bars are spread out just enough. He hasn't been able to do that yet.
So he's going to have to keep so far building on top of that little platform there. But might clear it out here. No, he's going to keep building on top of it.
This game, neck and neck right now, a difference of 5,000 points between these two players.
Yeah, so having to keep putting pieces on that bottom little gap there. I mean, it's not so bad on 18. But there he is. He's going to clear back down to the bottom and transfer his well over the right side.
All 10 years.
And boom, Tetris for Jeff. Phil still building up over there. Oh, a little early shift there from Phil looked like.
Mega Tetris for Mega Retro Man.
And a bit of a drought. Since Phil's digging out his stack right now, he might not feel it as much as Jeff, who is waiting on the long bar to Tetris.
Boom Tetris for Bugo.
And here comes the long bar and boom, Tetris for Jeff.
Not sure what Jeff was asking the ref about. Not sure if he was asking for a score update or talking about something else.
Just chatting. Yeah, just, whatever.
And both players getting some Tetrises. I can't see Philip's Tetris rate right now, 51%. It's a strong Tetris rate. And let's see what Jeff's at, 46. So a bit more consistency from Philip, but not a huge difference in the scores right now. A little over a Tetris difference with Phil in the lead.
So about to hit 100 lines here, and Jeff has 100 lines. And that's about when I start to think about, okay, well, what kind of stack do I want to have on 19 and trying to manage that.
And boom, Tetris for Jeff.
Oh, and Philip with some really great placements on the left side here.
Yeah, able to keep his well open. Bit of a drought here, but it ends relatively quickly.
And boom, Tetris for Jeff. So Philip up by a little over a Tetris. And we, what's transition doing right now? It is looming.
It's looming. It's on the
looming.
horizon. And boom, Tetris for Jeff. Boom, Tetris for Jeff.
Another one. And would like to get 2 more before transition.
Philip really turned on the gas here, upped his Tetris rate to 59%. Nice aggression on level 18.
All right, so here it is, 19, to see who advances.
Oh, a little early shift there from Jeff. You see the head shake.
Yeah, that always takes a few pieces to recover from.
And at this speed,
Yep. This is very dangerous.
that's it for Jeff.
Well, yeah, that's going to do it for
Jeff.
Jeff. And Philip
Knocked
is already
out by
ahead.
Philip.
Let's give that man his heart.
Is anyone's bracket intact? Does anyone have a good bracket at this point? Who could have predicted any of these matches going these ways?
And Mega Retro Man is playing the game of his life in the biggest spotlight against the former champ. No pressure, dude. You're welcome.
One thing about Harry Hong, he was a champion last year. I only say this as
take
an
on
impartial journalist
Jonas.
/ reporter
Maybe.
here at CTWC. He did defeat Jonas in an arm wrestle.
Yeah, Mega Retro Man. He goes all out. So.
Good cut for Mega Retro Man. Fantastic.
I think everyone's a little preoccupied with the main stage right now. But we have a match over here with Harry Hong,
And
the
Matt
mayor of Max Out City.
And Matt Martin, the winner of the Southern Qualifier, which
Indeed.
I was at that thing,
What
and it
are
was
the
crazy. Oh, let's fix the words.
Jonas needs 74,000 points in order to take game number 1. Meanwhile, up top, level 21 for both, 51,000 point lead for Buko. Jonas needing 65,000 right now. Chipping away at it.
I believe you guys know who Harry is. He was your 2014 World Champion. One of 3 winners of this event. Will he win again? Will one of the others repeat, or will it be a brand new champion?
Jonas is perfectly happy to just chip away at his own pace here. There is no pressure.
And yeah, Matt, a newcomer to the scene just in the last year, just kind of went out to the Southern Qualifier, just kind of on a wing and a prayer, kind of practicing at home, and had some very intense matchups. I believe that is on YouTube, so you can go to Classic Tetris on YouTube. And watch some of Matt's action, but incredible matches, very dramatic, in a very chaotic environment with the cosplay tournament
course.
right next door.
And able to pull through.
Yep. Which actually, his wife was winning the cosplay event
Oh,
at the
really?
same exact
I
time
didn't
that he
know
won.
that.
Yeah,
That's a nice simul victory.
yeah. They both went home winners. So Matt, a super nice guy, and Harry, a super cuddly guy. Really.
That's great. So it looks like they got their 19 warm-up in, setting up their first game.
All right, on the side stage, we have Matt Martin versus Harry Hogg. All right, we're going to start over here in 3, 2, 1, Tetris!
See, stacking up a couple long bars to the left there for Matt. Both able to get some Tetrises. In the past, Harry said that he has the earbuds in. They don't actually play any music, they just kind of help dampen the crowd noise.
Yeah, so be quiet, crowd. Okay, so people can play Tetris, all right?
Harry with an early lead.
Let's go, Matt. Yeah. You're so handsome.
Undeniably.
Simul Tetris for these players.
Of course, Harry pushing down, of course, the king of the push down here, just goes at like max intensity, max aggression. And locked in already. Already has just under a 3 Tetris lead over Matt here. But of course, has gone through more pieces.
The pressing down speeds up the game a bit, does give you some extra points, and in these really close matches, it could be the difference.
Mostly, though, the pushing down seems to be more of a sort of a timing or a focus kind of thing, where you're playing completely on instinct instead of giving too much time to think.
Right. Not a ton of time for last-second adjustments when you're pressing down. You kind of just have a plan, go with the plan.
Yeah.
Back and forth Tetrises here. Harry maintaining a 60,000-point lead.
Regiman takes the lead on that.
Last year we saw Harry for the first time ever in tournament history not press down. He had a few adjustments in his games last year that could have been due to, as you were talking about, the timing. If you're so used to pressing down and then you stop, the lock-in time for the piece feels a little different, can lead to some early adjustments that you're not prepared for.
And boom, Tetris for 2 divides.
Yeah, you wonder if that gives up too much of an advantage, the pushing down in terms of letting your opponent sort of get a sense of like what's coming.
Harry's such a good, consistent, aggressive player, though. You have to wonder if it's really an advantage for his opponent. It could be.
It could be. But it's also hard to, like, do you know your person next to you is in a drought? I mean, it's not like you're-
if you're not pressing down and Harry is, he very quickly gets so ahead of you, even if you're paying attention, which is really hard to watch 2 games at once. It might really not be a benefit. You know there's a drought coming? Well, yeah, it's Tetris.
Yeah.
There's a drought coming.
And then also, and of course, if the game goes deep, though, you're in the position of having to chase down if it's already done. So that can be, sort of mixed bag, whether that's an advantage or not.
Absolutely. So Harry briefly had a 6-digit lead there. Matt was able to cut into it a little bit, and Harry gets it back. Up 100,000 points.
A 25-piece drought is 100 blocks. That's half the board, half the program.
So Harry maintaining.
Really built out that lead to over 100,000 points here. But again, it's so hard to sort of judge the lead when you're, playing 16 lines ahead.
Right. That could be, if those are all Tetrises for Matt, that could be that difference. Although Matt's up pretty high, he gets the long bar. You see the sigh of relief.
Already set up for another one. That's the one benefit of playing up high is like if you get a couple
ready.
of long bars, yeah, here's another one.
And another one.
And there away we go at the bottom. Game
And another
3.
Tetris for Matt.
We're in for a long day of matches.
And another Tetris for Harry. We are flying towards the transition now, about 20 points away for Harry.
This is what a field we are experiencing here in 2019. Paul Tessie put in the work, and he's deservedly in this position. As we go
Boom,
to our
Tetris
third
for Matt.
successive game now,
Harry's got a hole in his stack, so even if he puts a bar over there, it's not a Tetris. Of course, quite a lead for him. Let's see if he tries to get down there before the transition. Oh, and another hole close to the top. That square helps him out quite a bit.
Boom Tetris for Matt here. So 4-12 and approaching transition are both players, but Harry's 6 lines away. Would love to clear out this left side before transitioning, because that can be awkward.
Yikes.
Looks like no problem for Harry in clearing this down.
Yeah. At this speed, he likes playing at the bottom. He's going to go down, dig it out.
All right, another Tetris for Matt here. So cutting the lead.
Oh no, an early shift for Harry, and it leads to a couple more misdrops right after that. Just trying to get the right pieces here to dig this out. But
This is going to be a tough left side for
Oh,
Harry.
no.
Oh no, this is going to lead to a
this
top
is
out.
You got it, Matt. Chip away.
and this is a top out for Harry. Matt
Okay.
chasing down 31,000 points.
All right. So Matt's going to need just a little more than a Tetris. There's the Tetris. Needs another couple of points here. Oh no, and Matt! Oh
and
no!
Matt can't quite
Oh no! Harry survives. Just 2 lines would have done it there for
Oh my
Matt.
goodness. You see the relief
2 or
on
3
Harry's
lines.
face.
Wow.
He thought it was over.
Wow. Just about 3 lines would have done it here for Matt, but just not able to pull the trigger on it. Wow.
You see the deep breaths again.
Yeah, by the skin of his teeth, Harry survives that one. You know, it's kind of like when a player like Harry hands you a game like that in a way. It's kind of tough to not take advantage of it.
It's in your head. He might have been
Yep.
trying to do the math, and it's like within your reach,
Yeah.
but your hands are shaking.
Yeah,
You know?
but he's going to have to put that behind him and focus.
That's dangerous.
Oh my god. Everyone's watching. Our competitors are standing up and watching.
2 more lines. 2 more lines will do it for Mega Retro Man. Can he do it?
More than that. Oh my God! Oh no!
Dorian trying to start game 2. And Mikhail. 2, 1, Tetris! Game 2 is on this side stage. Harry scraped by with a victory in game 1. Matt had a chance to get it, just couldn't quite get the last 2,000 points.
about a double would have done it for Matt in that previous game. He's going to have to put that behind him, and including just the chaos
It's a
that
whole
sort
new
of has
game.
gone on in this room. Is going to have to put that just behind you and focus on the Tetris. It's when you start focusing on it, though, you get in a zone pretty darn quick.
Right. So Harry, a couple quick Tetrises here. Same for Matt. Only 4,000 points between these two players right now. And Harry building up, ready for it. Matt, you see, not quite prepared. He needs a nice skim piece there. He's set, and now we run into a drought.
Of course.
Of course.
The drought. I feel like Eeyore voice.
Simul
I
Tetris.
feel like the Eeyore voice is about the right voice
Oh,
for
a
a
drought again.
Oh, bother.
And a boom Tetris for Matt.
All right, keeping it within one Tetris. And Matt set up here for a Tetris.
So you see Harry up 10 burned lines on Matt. That's the press down kind of difference there. And another Tetris for Matt. Harry's still maintaining, though, that 40,000 point lead right now. Just really nice clean building from both players.
Yeah, and you can see how much faster you go through pieces. I mean, think about it. A line is 2.5 pieces here.
Right.
So if you're 10 burn lines, that's about 25 pieces already just this early.
That's a press down. It's a fast player. He loves pressing down. And you can see he's gone back to his comfort zone.
That's it.
Boom Tetris for Harry. And another Tetris for Harry. Opens up a 70,000 point lead.
But
Matt's ready for it. And
Yeah.
boom Tetris for Matt.
both players playing really clean, though. A little last second decision from Harry on that.
Another
placement.
Tetris for Harry. Another Tetris for Matt. Really great Tetris rates from both players. Matt at 72%. Harry at 80% right now.
Yeah, and Harry's halfway to transition. If he keeps his pace up, he'll have a 600K transition.
It's a strong transition. One of the best we'll have seen so far in this tournament.
Blistering.
This is warm-up going on.
Yeah, let's hear it for Keith, all right? Yeah.
So Harry now with a 50,000 point lead. Again, about 10 burned lines ahead of Matt. The pressing down will move you along. Matt takes a nice safety double into a Tetris.
Harry getting the piece to fill in that little LJ dependency into a Tetris. So just about 2 Tetris lead here for Harry.
Harry, yeah, up with like a 70,000 point lead right now. And another Tetris for Harry. And another Tetris for Harry.
And
This
one-
feels like a high-line game right now.
No doubt. But yeah, Matt is going to have to contend with that left side canyon. Going to need a jaggedy piece there, and gets a jaggedy piece. Oh, that's
A
great.
jaggedy, yes.
Yeah, and yeah, that's. I mean, but that's great though. You can tell that he saw the long bar coming, and instead of filling that in, kept the line dependency on the left, filled it in. Really great play for Matt there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not always.
Approaching-
Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, approaching the 100-line mark for Harry. 460's nice pace at this point in the game.
Yeah, it's not always these like daredevil moves you see high in the play field that's
Right.
going to determine. It's a lot of these little micro adjustments that players make based on the next piece and accommodating other pieces.
Just all the experience of knowing which board states are could turn against you.
Yep. I mean, this has to be quite an experience for Matt, like a newcomer, and then really just in the second round that he's playing, having to play a world champion.
Yes.
So.
And Harry now up 100,000 points. And Matt dealing with a little bit of traffic there.
Yeah, I couldn't accommodate that. Let me hold it. Let's see, that's a Z. Okay, good. I still have to draw it in the air.
And Harry just knocking him down. Still at a 76% Tetris rate.
Maybe I need to make flashcards, or SZ, SZ, just so I can call it by its right name.
Just such efficient setups from Harry. And boom, Tetris for Harry. 170,000 point lead right now.
Harry's about
Possibly the largest lead we've seen in the tournament thus far.
And Harry does indeed transition at 600.
It's a great transition score. He's well on max out pace.
But, Matt, he's got 13 available lines. That could be 3 Tetrises, which would be another 60,000, which would be over a 500K transition if he can do it. Which is not a bad tournament pace either. It's just he's running into Harry.
Yes. And Harry is running full steam.
Yeah. Harry's locked in.
Boom, Tetris for Harry. Gonna take it down and try to level out his stack a little bit, make it a little more accommodating
And
for all
there
these
we go.
pieces.
So a couple of Tetrises into transition for Matt with a nice, low, clean board. So we'll see what he's able to do on 19 here with a lot of time against Harry here.
All right, so Harry in a little pickle, but he should be able to get out of this.
His board color also is kind of pickle color too. So
All right, so Matt trying to dig out this center dependency, keeps getting the wrong L to put in there. Opens it up, and boom, Tetris for Matt. Harry's been digging for a little while now, and Matt able to cut into that lead.
Oh, that's going to be a tricky dependency on the left. He's going to need he's sort of double long bar dependent. Starts to chop it down with other pieces. And that left side could be problematic for Harry.
Absolutely. Oh, and the misdrops from Harry.
Oh, no.
He's
and
up
Harry
just high
is going to
enough.
top out at 664.
So Matt in another chase down score situation.
And this is where the pressing down can be an advantage. You get in your opponent's head if you top out before he does.
So Matt was playing pretty clean. Let's see if he can get these lines.
He's got a lot of time. He's going to need, 3 Tetrises worth of points. I don't think he can totally line it out, but he could double and triple his way there.
Right.
Occasional
He can
Tetris.
take his time, play a little safe. Ooh,
There's a Tetris
gets
for
one.
Matt.
He can opt for Tetris setups he feels comfortable with. He doesn't have to play super risky.
Yeah, take the ones the game gives you.
Right. 25,000 points. Pretty much just needs a Tetris here.
Yep, less than a Tetris now. Good little adjustment there to make room for that jaggedy piece.
What a game. What a game.
The audience loves to say they got it when they don't yet got
Yes. They believe that he can get it.
Yeah.
Is what
A
that
little
means.
freezing from the audience.
He's chasing it down.
All right, just needs a long bar, and he will take this one. He's going to burn it.
It's got to burn. And he
gets the
takes
line.
it. We are going to game 3 with Harry. It's 1-1. Now we're going to game 3. A dominant pace from Harry, and then he just got into a bad build on 19, topped out.
And Matt had plenty of time to chase him down. The winner of the Southern qualifier.
What a game for the side stage.
All right, we're going to start round 3 here. In 3,
2, 1, Tetris!
All right, players are off and running in this, the decider. Whoever wins this game will stay in the tournament.
And, quite a situation here where, we have had one of our world champions, already, eliminated from the tournament. And we have another one who's sort of in a decider here in a round of 32 match.
Round 1.
It shows
the amazing level of all of these up-and-coming players.
Yeah. And in the past, there were a few just standouts that were so much better than everybody else. But, all these strategies have sort of, been surfaced by some of the top players, and other players are adopting them, learning the tricks, doing their own thing.
I mean, players like Harry, players like Jonas, they grew up playing this by themselves. It's a very solitary game. This is before internet streaming, where you could just go watch all the top players. They had to come up with all these strategies themselves. And then all these new players come along and just get to see, oh, that works.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how that
Yeah.
works.
And
Oh,
about
you do that against the wall. Okay.
Oh, 3-minute YouTube video. I'm as good as a world champion.
Yes.
So.
So yeah, the learning pace is really accelerated.
So Harry up by, well, not anymore because Matt Tetris is. So we are neck and neck here in the early goings. Next.
Yeah, less than a Tetris difference between these two players right now. And Matt opts. Did he opt, or was that an early shift?
Yeah, it's hard to know. I think he was trying to shift that because he was going to go in there and then maybe
Oh, and the
charge dash
dirty
off it.
Tetris
There
for
it
Matt.
is. Yeah, that is a grimy Tetris.
Yes. He's up pretty high. It's not over. He has plenty of ways out of this. And he's opened it up, kind of has to immediately reblock it.
Yeah, but getting the pieces to open it back up. Let's see what he contends with. Can't build up too much higher on the right, though, or he's going to be in trouble. That C piece
Trying
is
to
nice.
avoid a line dependency on the left. And it just... Oh, he
it
gets
opens it up on the right side and boom,
just in
Tetris for
time.
Matt there. So within 40,000 points. Harry has a 40,000 point lead. And Matt's going to have to chop this back all the way down to the bottom. Or is he going to build for Tetris? No, he's going to chop it down with the
I
triple.
don't think he enjoyed that
being
last,
up that high. Yeah.
that last sequence up
Yeah.
top.
When you get that dirty, you really want to be clean again. But yeah, Harry up by about 2.5 Tetrises. Harry having to chop his own stack down as well. But Matt is set up.
And he's knocking it down.
And
Boom, Tetris for Matt.
I like it when we do that at the same time.
And another one for Matt. Really cutting down Harry's lead.
Yeah, within a Tetris now of Harry, but Harry's going to fire back with a Tetris.
Saw a little almost non-adjustment from Matt there when he saw what the next piece was. About to move the...
Yeah, sometimes it's about what you don't do.
Right.
And there's another Tetris for Matt, and he is in a virtual dead heat, or as we say in Tetris, neck and neck.
Neck and neck.
People cheering for people who aren't playing. Do you want to get a Thor chant started too while you're at it?
A 2,000 point difference between these two players right now.
And Harry up only by about 5 lines. I think it's because Matt was playing so high earlier.
Really eliminating that drop time. Harry with a nice Tetris. And Matt with a square spire.
What was that?
The square spire? Tower? Square tower.
Oh, I think it's Squire Spire, which I love that. Just call it a Squire.
So this drought, not too kind to Matt's stack, but he's okay. You see Harry up pretty high. He's probably already gotten through that drought.
And Harry with a Tetris, so passing the century mark in lines. Matt
And
approaching it.
Still basically just one Tetris between these two players.
And another Tetris for Harry. Matt set up for one, and here it comes. Boom, Tetris for Matt.
I'm not sure if that was a misdrop from Harry, but he's able to tuck something in there.
And another Tetris for Matt to stay within one Tetris.
Boom, Tetris for Harry.
And Matt is set up again, an immediate long bar again
Nice.
to keep pace.
Still a one Tetris difference. Both players, you see Harry with a 56% Tetris rate, Matt with a 57%. Harry, though, up 10 burned lines.
Another Tetris for Harry, back up to a 2 Tetris lead.
Oh, and Matt can't quite get the square all the way over, but he can tuck that square, and it's just fine.
Yeah, and he can drop that long bar for a Tetris. See,
The best move.
The ultimate clear down, the Tetris.
And
so Harry-
boom, Tetris for Matt.
Harry transitions around 490-ish, so, and Matt could actually eclipse his transition pace right here.
Harry up pretty high, droughted, but he gets the long bar. And another Tetris for Harry. Matt still hasn't transitioned. That's that press down difference.
Yeah. All right,
And
the clear
Matt
down into an
with a
immediate
little
Tetris
safety
for Matt.
triple.
Yeah. Exactly. He's holding on a little too long for that long bar for comfort for 19 transition.
He knew the
so-
transition was coming. He wanted to stay alive.
Oh, that's going to be tricky on the right side. And he gets the bass and gets it over. So Matt within a Tetris and a half. And another
Great
Tetris here for
Tetris
Matt.
for Matt.
To keep pace.
So Harry, a couple levels up on Matt. He transitioned first, and then of course the increased drop speeds.
Yeah, so Matt really here with the higher pace.
Yeah. It looks like he's behind, but realistically, he's right there. He has more lines left before the kill screen. Great adjustment from Matt.
Opts to burn all this down. Oh, he creates a line dependency in a Tetris. Well, is he going to get the long bar? This could be risky,
He
but he gets the
a
long bar.
bar.
Wow.
And he takes the lead.
Yeah, he's got the actual lead, but behind by 15 lines. So this is a real, I mean, even now, it's a higher pace right now from Matt. Oh, no, and Harry's got
with a
power in the
brutal-
middle of his stack. And, this is
He's
going
trying
to
to
be
try
really
to
tough.
work around it and fill it in. A series of tugs. Harry trying to dig it out.
Yeah, I mean, this is diggable, but it's tough. It's going to take a lot of concentration here, and you got to get the right pieces.
And he's up so high. Matt, though,
Matt, oh no.
also
Matt.
distracted by what's going on.
Yeah, Matt's going to have to get a
He
long
knocks
bar
one
over.
over.
He gets a long bar over
He
in Tetris.
takes the
He
lead.
takes the actual lead. And
He
now
takes
he's
the
going to
lead.
knock
Harry
out
Hong
Harry Hong.
And Harry Hong is
my
out of the
God.
tournament.
Wow. And even Matt can't believe it.
Matt takes
Wow.
game 3, knocking out 2014 champion Harry Hong.
And give that man his heart.
2 of the 3 former champions knocked out in round 1. My jaw is on the ground. Oh, God. Everyone standing, applauding Harry and Matt. What a match.
First I want to say,
The round of 32.
this is just so I know everybody's worried about it. It's wild out there. So usually no one's watching my round 1 game. I can just kind of micro choke on my own and work it out. But it's center stage, kill streams, 800,000 scores in round 1. It's unheard of. But luckily I get to be a spectator now and really root for all these players. I'm looking forward to that. So, good luck, everybody.
The best ambassador that we could possibly have here as you drink your Bud Light, as I say that.
I had to get a beer gun. I was a rough first round. Shout out to my man Jaws for getting me up here.
Jaws!
Yeah, we got Jaws in the house. We have a great mood there. He's one of the great skateboarders of all time. Jaws in the house. Shout out to Jaws. Jaws, I gotta say that I know I speak for everyone. You are by far the greatest ambassador we have for this sport. So despite an early exit, we are just thrilled that you're still part of this environment.
I don't know what's
your thoughts, man. This is the earliest you've ever been out of a competition. How are you feeling?
I was feeling the pressure. Even watching round 0, just the fabulous, these players were shining bright. And that's all I wanted for this tournament is just to really show how this has developed. Very unique styles coming to the forefront. And you're seeing here with these games that are continuing to go on. It's wild. So, my thoughts. It's just a great tournament. It's getting greater.
Well, join us to it. Thank you very much.
Try to keep the show going here. The last match of round 1, we got Jake Stein versus Josh Coles on the side stage, please.
I don't know if Josh is going to fit over here with his Tetris pieces.
Yeah, this is quite the get-up. I'm going to ping you a link to the...
Sure. Please do.
Okay, let's reset.
Yeah, I pinged you the link to the bracket if you want to look at it.
Oh, cool, thanks.
More Tetris being here. Let's see if we can build on that. Like little lines left.
He's gonna look to flatten that out. Oh, little misdrop for green team here, but a nice tuck. The man can think feet better than anybody. He's inundated here. Meanwhile, Yanni with flipping the script here. He's got a 2 Tetris lead over Quaid. Quaid is right behind him. Perfect clear opportunity for Quaid. Orange does not allow it.
I've lost track. Are we? Is this the end of round 1?
It's going to be. We're going to get Jake and Josh, and that'll be it.
Okay. Oh, that's the end of round 1.
Yeah, we're
okay.
going to get Jake and Josh. Oh, sorry. I don't even have a direct line to Jake and Josh. Oh, they're announcing it now.
Risking it for the biscuit.
Yeah, Josh and Jake.
Oh, that was a quick tap to get that Z over.
Since you're working today,
Go look down. He's got
Josh and Jake to the side stage, please.
Okay.
Josh and Jake, side stage.
Yeah, I can write it.
I start with a great lead at level 23, but no lead
Oh,
is
actually,
safe
I'm right here.
Okay, great.
from green team.
If Jonas is on commentary right now, does he get a burrito?
Vince specifically said
Can Heather get 2 burritos?
Very high, very dirty.
So we have the last game of round 1 over here. Josh Tolles and Jake Stein, both competitors we've seen here before.
And both from the Southern qualifier this year, but didn't make it because the guy who just beat Harry Hong was the winner of the Southern qualifier. Complete newbie to the scene. So who knows what could happen here. But yeah, Jake, another Austin, Texas homie. So.
And Jake and Kristen are a great Tetris couple. She also plays Tetris.
Yeah. There are a few good Tetris couples that I'm aware of.
A couple.
But really one of the only max out couples that I'm
Absolutely.
You've not
I
maxed out
think
yet. You're going to max out
I was trying to
eventually.
remember, is Jeff Moore's wife maxed out yet?
Oh, that's it. I didn't
It's
even
been
know.
a while and I cannot remember. I'm so sorry. She's in the 800s? I have a source that confirms that she might be in the 800s. So Jake and Kristen might be the only max out couple. Quite an achievement.
Although depending on who you ask overseas, Heather may or may not have maxed out. It's
No,
hard
I
to know.
absolutely have not.
Hard to know what her score is
Absolutely
overseas.
have not. Thank you. My goodness.
Talk to me a little bit about Joseph's motivation going into this tournament, Joseph. I found it very interesting. I interviewed him yesterday, and Joseph said,
Yeah,
you know,
of course,
I
Joshua,
almost
one of
feel
the,
like
7 players to max out in
my
qualifying
first
yesterday.
year playing this game, because my motivation from year 1 to year 2 to
And when it happened, everyone knew.
it takes a lot of time. And it's tough to maintain motivation after a very high victory, and to have kind of a bullfighter match, which adds another element of pressure, especially when all these games are high profile. When these matches are finding their way on the ESPN, it's a lot of pressure.
I don't know how to know that story.
The replay of the 2018 CTWC on the Ocho. We're going to have an announcement a little bit later on.
I don't know.
May or may not be. To do with that, I don't know. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
That will come a little bit later on.
All right, on the side stage, we've got Jake versus Josh, and we're going to be starting.
Has been the year of the Upsectress. You've heard of the Perfectress.
Jake appears to be setting some music up.
In
3, 2,
1,
Tetris!
All right, this is it. Our last match of round one.
They've started round 2 on the main stage, but we are finishing up round 1 over here.
Just some housekeeping to do.
Yeah, tidying up, putting everything where it belongs, and finding your last round 2 member. All right, so no one really. There we go. First Tetris
For Jake.
Josh has a bit of traffic there in the center. He's trying to get back to as well.
Got another Tetris for Jake here, but Joshua gets one here.
This crowd is incredible, by the way. Standing room only, all the way down to the wall. That's awesome.
Another Tetris for Jake here.
A round of applause for standing.
So Jake, thanks to those early Tetrises, while Josh was still kind of digging out his stack, takes the lead, 40,000 points up. But Josh is in great shape now and knocks down a Tetris of his own. A little early shift there for Jake.
Yeah, knowing Jake, that probably was an early shift because he does play aggressively, and that dependency on the left side wouldn't bother him one bit.
Right.
Yeah, he's a Tetris shark. Constant motion. Constant aggression.
Jake having to do a little bit of cleanup here before he goes back into Tetris mode. Oh, there's another early shift for Jake.
You see the kind of head tilt, head shake. Number one sign that the piece did not do what he wanted it to do.
Head shake, counter, incremented.
All right, so he's been pushed up here, and Josh has got a nice clean stack.
Approaching 100 lines each Yanni Quaid.
Well, he did.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah, so Josh is back to even with two J's. I'm getting Jade out here.
Yikes, this drought.
Side stage. Are you kidding me? The bottom
Just like-
3 simul Tetrises. By the way, Josh is playing in Tetris cosplay, so you gotta give him extra points for that. Game points, but like 11 points, credit points.
It just.
All right, there
I
it is.
haven't seen a ton of mistakes from these players. It's just a tough piece sequence so far. No one's able to keep their stack clean.
Blame himself. It's always good to have an internal locus.
And another Tetris for Josh here to take the lead. By the exact same line count. Jake open on the left side, so always risky business. Harder to get a piece over to the left than it is to the right, so you're always taking your fate in your hands when you build a dirty Tetris ball on the left.
And another drought now.
And a Tetris on the left side for Jake. Let's see if he transfers the well. Yeah, looks like he's going to try to transfer this and get everything back to normal. You don't want to live over on the left.
You don't.
No.
Some people can do it.
Oh, another Tetris for Jake here while down stacking.
He's shaking his head, but I mean, that's the best way to clean up your stack is with a Tetris.
Yep.
Maybe he knew it was a lucky piece to get at that moment.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It was a thanks head shake.
Yeah, look, Jake being a little sneaky, peeky boy.
He does have the headphones on. Our commentary is not being broadcasted over the speakers, so he's going to have to screen look to see what he's chasing down, which right now is a 36,000 point difference.
And Jake with another Tetris here, so he's back within half the Tetris, and he's set up again. Joshua kind of fighting here, waiting for a long bar, and gets it.
There's a definite strategy with screen looking. You want to wait until there's a line clear, taking a little bit of time, and hopefully having a plan for the piece after the Tetris too, so you're kind of putting that in motion while you glance over at your opponent's screen.
That sounds like a rundown of all the things I'm not doing when I play.
Take notes, everyone.
Yeah, there you go.
serving.
All right, so Jake opting to go for the create the dependency, and then does clear it up with a long bar. But I wonder if he had kind of mixed motivations there. Sometimes you don't know exactly what you're trying to achieve depending on your board state.
When you're getting just.
All right, and Josh here able to build out a lead here of 70,000 points, so a little over 3 Tetris.
Pulling ahead a bit.
He's throwing pieces around. Joseph's in trouble. Oh, misplaced there by Quaid. Oh, that might be it for Quaid's.
Oh, nice tuck there from Jake.
Yeah, tuck's so dangerous, especially around the next box.
Without that, he wouldn't have been able to burn on the right, and that really could have been a game over.
Yeah, if you get one of those wrong, you're going to top out real quick because you'll lose that. So.
Right.
And another Tetris to Jake to cut into this lead here.
Earmuffs.
That's right. Children, cover your ears.
All right, so Jake has a bad left side, but he gets the long bar and is able to take it down and deal with it.
Next up on stage, Mega Retro Man versus Bad
So
Boy.
a 50,000 point difference and the transition.
So let's just set the table for this one. You have the man that eliminated the greatest Tetris player of all time, facing perhaps the brightest shining young star in this tournament. Yeah,
So nice tuck there from Josh.
Josh going center and gets the long bar.
Oh, but then of course he gets that T-piece.
Yeah, it's still low enough where he can handle this. And Jake little combo burn, but not able to get the Tetris before another piece comes.
Okay, and so Jake's stack is a little sloppy right now. Let's see how he deals with these pieces. Oh, and then of course the drought gets the long bar.
Yeah, pretty dicey for Jake there.
Oh, he wanted to tuck that T in and he just didn't line it up right.
Always so dangerous on 19 with these tucks.
Oh, little Z-burst right when he doesn't have a space for anything.
You can do.
Jake
And
talks
Josh
out.
is already
Josh had a
ahead.
commanding lead. Takes game one.
A combined age less than Nintendo itself. or this game. That's great. Hey, Walter Day's in the house, folks. What's up, Walter? Walter Day.
All right, couple deep breaths.
What do you got for us, Walter?
Jake pops off one ear briefly to get instructions from the ref, get the next game going. Curious, I want to know what he's listening to.
Awesome. Okay, cool.
I feel like it's a bluff. I don't feel like they're listening to
But
anything.
he was messing with his phone. 2, 1, Tetris! He very clearly set something up on his phone at the beginning of the first game, so I think he is listening to something.
So, I would be like head bopping to the music, so I mean, there's no telltale signs here, so maybe it's just noise.
Alright, so Jake
What are we doing with these, Walter?
pressing down and just can't quite capitalize on that first long bar that comes through. So Josh with a quick lead.
Over on the side stage, Josh Colt with round one. That's the last game in round one. These matches up on front are round two matches.
While you guys call this, I'm going to throw some of these out. Who wants a card?
Throwing cartridges into the crowd. All right, boom. Tetris for Jake takes the lead.
Boom Tetris for Josh to retake the lead,
And
but
another-
Jake takes it back.
Back and forth, neck and neck game.
It makes you not even want to say who's in the lead if they're going to keep doing this.
I just cleaned this up. Oh, and a misflip from Josh.
But Jake clears open the right side and is now Tetris ready again. There's the long bar.
Nice elevated burn there. Keep it clean. I want some cards. Look at cards. All right. Jake with a a little bit of a lead here. I think he was able to capitalize on that cleanup that Josh had to do with his T misdrop.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a miss. Well, there was a little Josh last second decision to keep his well open, but created a gap in his stack. He got the Tetris out of it, but that's leading to this kind of burn scenario he's got now.
Now he's got to clean it up. Call that selling out the stack to get the Tetris.
Yeah.
And it's a really risky move, especially early game when you just want to get some points on the board and play.
So Jake, to almost 100,000 point lead here.
Passes up on the Tetris, but he wants his board.
And Josh set up for a dirty down the middle and gets it. But still some cleanup to do. A little bridge burn there.
And Jake may not have realized that he was Tetris ready. He put that long bar into his stack where an L could have fixed that. So, doesn't matter. He has the lead still.
You pressed down in your career, Jonas, but what do you make of the strategy of going speedy in this? In CTWC?
It's a great piece for Josh here to fill in his right side and burn a few lines.
Yeah, he's got these kind of alternating burn shelves he's trying to dig out.
The most recent one beat me. Well, here the score. Here how.
All right, looks like Josh setting up for another dirty center well Tetris.
Very aggressive. We saw this last year. So fun to watch his games.
But, oh wow.
Oh my gosh. Able to keep it open long enough for the dirty Tetris down the middle.
And he's going for it again. Like he knows he's behind.
He knows the difference right now. He's trying to play aggressive. He's already up here. He's already Tetris ready. Might as well go for it.
He opens it up and wants a long bar. Right now
And
he gets it and boom,
another
Tetris for
one.
Josh. Wow.
And he's really carved into that lead.
But Jake with another Tetris, so 4 Tetris lead still for Jake. But Josh somehow still not falling too far behind despite all these, gaps. And
Well, he's just been playing on top of him.
yeah, well, burn it down. Well, nah.
He can do some.
It's great.
Final Tetris at the bottom.
Jonas, talk to me a little bit about preparation, right? Like, make a record.
All right, so Jake's super clean here. Set up for another Tetris. So let's see what Josh does. I have no way of knowing what Josh is setting up for.
When a player is this aggressive, you can't know if they're going to burn it down or just go for it. And part of it has to do with the pieces
And it
they
looks
get.
like he's in go for it mode. And he's going for it.
He's
and
going for it.
Set up for another one.
He dug out some of the mess in his stack, so he's got himself into a little better position.
It's a great way to prepare. I drank a lot when I was practicing.
But Jake, 122,000 point lead here, and another Tetris piling on that lead. And you wonder if Josh would be better served just to clear this down.
We are approaching the 100-point mark, and it can be so fast to go from 100 points to the transition, especially if you're kind of trying to dig out your stack.
Yeah, a little misdrop from Josh there.
Jake has opened up 175,000 point lead. He's 10 burned lines ahead of Josh, thanks to the press down. But dominant, and now 200,000 point difference.
Yeah, Jake's getting ready to transition in about 9 lines, but Josh has a ways to go, about 18 lines. But Josh finally has a clear looking stack, but interestingly, puts the long bar over on the 10th column there. I have no way of knowing it's
if that was-
intentional.
yeah.
Don't know. I mean, it's easier to get one to the 9th column than 0, so why not?
Why not? And Jake burns it down a little bit. He knew the transition was coming. He wanted a more manageable level. He has the lead. He doesn't have to do all-out aggression at this point. You want to stay in the game. You want to, not give up now. You want to keep playing. But you don't have to be as aggressive with such a dominant lead. It's up to your opponent to chase it down.
But on the other hand, Josh, maxed out in qualifiers, obviously can very skilled at 19. So maybe he doesn't want to give up too much aggression here, but with that kind of lead, that's a very hard chase down.
Jake with a couple untimely squares, but he's lining them all up.
Oh yeah, nowhere to go for that S piece.
Nice tuck from Jake. Of course, it messed up his next piece. Able to get that long bar over.
Great survival strats from Jake, but you wonder how long he can hold out, and I think that's going to be fatal.
Can't get him over. It's just still a huge score that Josh is going to have to chase down now.
He's
He
got
needs 143,000 points.
Monster.
I can't even do the math to tell you how many Tetrises that is.
10 disappointed to 9 lines and he's up 2 Tetrises.
If he is able to pull this out, he will advance.
Oh yeah, a couple of line dependencies here. 19 can be fatal, but turns it into a Tetris well and burns it down with a Tetris. Wow.
A little more.
All right, so we see him building up. He knows he needs some Tetrises here. He's on level 22 and gets a nice Tetris there.
Yeah, so 3 Tetrises away is Josh.
Hydra out of the bottom, post transition. It would be so dangerous.
Okay, he takes a triple.
57,000.
Yeah, and he's got 4 levels to play with, so 40 lines. Needs to squeeze out a couple of Tetrises and some change here.
Not the most helpful pieces for him. You see kind of these left and right side weaknesses.
Ooh.
So he's trying to,
Might have been a quick tap there.
he's cut it down. It's 47,000 points, level 25. You can see the burn counter. It's been a while since he got a Tetris.
And all Jake can do is watch.
2 more will take it. Tetris is about 30,000 points at this
All right, so he's on level 26 now.
Needs an L, needs a line. There it
There's
is.
a triple. That's going to bring it within a Tetris. So a Tetris would just about do it.
So he builds it right there. Let's see if he gets the long bar in time. Can take a double.
Still Tetris ready. Oh, setting up for the Tetris here.
He's still set up. Still set up.
Set up for the Tetris. Not getting the long bar.
So it's burning. He's burning. He's waiting for that long bar.
9,000 points.
6,000 points. We see the drought counter.
And kill screen 12 lines away. Needs a couple of lines.
Couple more lines. He sets up another Tetris. He's asking for the long bar. He wants it now. He gets one line. He gets another line. And he
Makes it.
Despite the drought, Josh able to catch up
Yeah, you got it.
and advance into round 2.
Wow. Josh going the full Ben Mullen. I think he's happy.
Joseph, our reigning champion, moves on from the main stage, and right now it is game 2 up top, Back Boy and Mega Red Bull.
Holy.
On the side stage.
So that's it for round 1. So,
Officially, round 1 is done. You have all of your round 2 competitors, and some have already advanced to round 2.
so I don't know. Are they going to throw us any top 16 matches? I'm not exactly
We
sure.
should be doing rounds 1 and 2 over here. We got Green Tea. We got Philip.
Wow. There should be fireworks.
Green Tea
Welcome
with
back,
his
Philip.
green buttoned controller. Very on brand. Yes, it's beautiful. And a hush falls over the crowd.
Now, am I supposed to put a space between green and tea? That's what I'm not.
Let's,
Is it green space tea or green tea? Right, I don't know.
No space.
No space. All right, no.
But do you capitalize the T?
Do I? Well,
Let's go, Green.
and then we've got Philip here. 1 L for Philip.
Oh, it's all caps. Just kidding.
Yeah, that's right.
Just kidding.
That high scoring first round is not a fluke. Paul State as aggressive as he was.
All right, so we are doing our first top 16 match on here on the side station.
A little bit of warm up right now. Could you check?
There's a link to our bracket on our Twitch page. Just scroll down a little bit.
Little mini
Yes. She wants a water too.
Ah, that would be great. Yeah, thank you.
A little bit of a misdrop. That was not an intended overhang. We're gonna need that.
You're a mod, so can't you mod?
I don't know if I can. You have to be an editor, I think, to add mods. So we have our players warming up right now. I believe what's happened in the past is it's actually the exact same game on level 19. that they practice on. It's the exact same piece at every
Oh, 'cause
single
they're
time.
still on the same seed.
Because they're on the one seed every single time on the 19 start. I'm not sure if that's still true this year, but it's interesting. I should be watching and seeing if it's the same piece set every time.
Another young versus old matchup. Top and bottom.
So Philip, we just head over here and knocked out one of the fan favorites, a former finalist, Jeff Moore. Is that true? Am I looking
And
at
we've
the
got
bracket
another
right?
fan favorite here,
Right?
Green Tea.
That's the bracket. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Confirmed.
But somehow they haven't entered the.
Elimination position right here now.
And Green Tea had to take out fellow countryman SQI.
And now 43,000 points lead for Backboy to move on and eliminate like the retro man.
All right, on the side stage, we're going to begin Green Tea versus Philip T.
How's our
And we're going to
cameras?
start in 3, 2, 1.
Under 10,000 points for Backboy to move
And we are
on.
off and running. Green Tea versus Philip.
Slow and steady right here. 5,000 change.
Philip able to set up first for the Tetris, but there's a drought, so it doesn't necessarily matter.
Someone return this cartridge. There are no long bars in it. There it is.
There it is. Tetris, Tetris. Tie game.
And another Tetris for each of them.
A nice overhang and tuck from Green Tea. Philip had a couple burned lines in there, so that's that point difference that you see right now. Green Tea with 92% Tetris rate. Sorry, 94.
Alan Hugh.
He's a very strong player. Huge favorite from last year, of course. And Philip knocks down another Tetris.
Yeah, so very efficient early paces for both players. And really just that one line separating.
Tetris for Green Tea. Tetris for Philip. Neck and neck right now. Very efficient play. Now Philip has a 92% Tetris rate and Green Tea has dropped to 88, which is a weird way to look at it because 88 is still nuts.
It needs to be said, nobody could really warm up. There wasn't a lot of TVs available, so a lot of these players are going in cold with a...
You know, if Green Tea had availed himself of these pushdown points, he might be ahead.
I know that we were sort of rumbling about this last year, but does it
And yeah, exactly one, now two lines.
embark on a new era of Classic Tetris competition?
And Green Tea takes the lead back for now. This is very great play from both players right now. Super consistent, able to convert so many of these pieces into Tetrises.
Have we even seen one single gap yet?
I've seen a couple builds that could have been risky. No. It's just been
Yeah.
great play.
Yeah.
All right, so Green Tea having to burn a little bit to get ready. He loves that high Tetris rate though, so they're just both going for it. Still such a close game, a difference of nothing right now. A tie
exact
game.
Same line, but Philip with
A slight misdrop there
at
from
J.
Philip. He's going to be able to tuck that piece in, so now it's just one hole in his stack. Still not what you want. And he's able to dig it out. But it gives Green Tea the chance to kind of surge ahead a little bit here. Opens up a 40,000 point lead. But Philip already clean again, already Tetris ready. And back-to-back Tetrises.
Yeah, so Green Tea up by, when they have the even line count, Green Tea up by about a Tetris and a half here. Just that little kind of misdrop for Philip that he had to clean up is really the difference.
Yeah, especially as we start getting into these later rounds, the safety, the consistency, and the efficiency of scoring are so huge. You see these still 70% Tetris rates here for these players. And we're 80 lines into level 18.
Yeah, and this is kind of an early kind of max out pace. You look for about 100,000 points per 20 lines, and Green Tea is just like right in there.
Just
with
right there.
Who will be supplying the Tetramino lights as prizes during CTWC weekend? Go check them out.
So he had to briefly block as well. It's fine. Seeing a lot of really nice tucks from him. Philip able to clean up his stack almost as soon as I noticed he needed to clean it up. Oh, but that is going to work against him. He has to do 3 singles to reopen as well.
Long
But
bar, he's going to love that.
boom, Tetris for Philip.
So Green Tea's still maintaining this Tetris and a half lead, but piles on another Tetris.
And then Philip fires one right back.
Yeah, this is some hot pace.
And boom, Tetris for Green Tea. 477,000 points at the 100-line mark.
Their venue features a variety of activities ranging from weekday drop-ins.
A little line dependency here for Philip. Gets the line, though.
Dollars in prizes. The gaming station.
Green Tea didn't seem too fatigued last year. He is younger than Corian, so the jet lag didn't affect him as much last year. I am seeing no signs of it this year either.
What do you have against 40-year-olds? Do you think we can't hang?
I have traveled across the world. I am not that old, but I've traveled, and it is hard. I have only respect for anyone who's willing to do that and then try to compete in a tournament like this.
All right, so Philip now set up for a Tetris clean board again. But yeah, back by 3 Tetrises.
Yeah,
and
so
now 4
Green
Tetrises.
Tea able to open up more of a lead here.
He's open again.
And this could be a 600 pace here from Green Tea. Yeah, not a bad pace from Philip either, but just running into Green Tea.
Such a strong player, just consistently in the high 900,000s, game after game. And you can see it starts at the very beginning.
Solid here. Down about 12,000 points.
I was pretty hyped when I discovered that Green Tea and I drank the same brand of green tea.
And Philip transitions first. A really good transition score of about 526,000 points, I think. That is max out pace.
Yeah, so just about 600. Yeah, that's going to be a tricky kind of setup here for Green Tea, so we're going to have to burn this away. They're doing too much damage on the left side. Oh,
He
no.
doesn't want that left side dependency, but he's not
gonna be
putting
really hard.
anything over there. He gets the right piece to clear that double and take it down.
Tetris.
Couple tense moments there. He seemed fine.
No problem.
Green Tea laughing at the Buko cries.
All right, I mean,
A bit of a drought, but Philip handles it very well.
yeah, Philip is right in there, and any misstep by Green Tea, and Philip's going to be in position to take advantage of it. So he's not
Absolutely.
out of this at all.
This is a battle over here.
The new school versus new school that people would want to see. With Tetris, he takes the lead very briefly.
Oh, unclear if Philip meant to hang those Z's there on the lip.
Check and use that speed. A little bit of a misdrop. The transition can be
He's
very
trying to
rough.
burn it down. You see Green Tea glancing over. It's only a 47,000 point difference. That's less than 2 Tetrises.
From Dan. Always love this field. Look how flying he's
Yeah,
playing.
but Philip just chopping it down very patiently, but does need a long bar and gets it. It's going to love that long bar. Oh, and that JP is going to be great for him. All right, so he's cleared almost all the way back down to the bottom now. Now he is, but has lost a little bit of pace to Green Tea. Oh, and a little misshift from Philip there.
That's tough.
Yeah, and his board's getting complicated.
Nice elevated clear there from Philip.
Oh,
So last year we saw Green Tea kind of switch to the center well after the transition. It seems like he's mainly staying with the right side well this year, and it's working for him.
yeah, the center well can taketh and giveth away, you know, just in terms of pace. Set up for a line spin. If he gets one, will he go for it? Nope.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was an intentional drop that he did there that led to that series of events.
But both players with clean boards again, and Philip Tetris is here, staying within just about 2 Tetrises of Green
Green
Tea.
Tea had briefly opened up a much larger
Yeah.
lead, but then his cleanup kind of gave Philip a chance to get
Yep.
back in it.
But Philip really running out of time here.
Oh my
There's
gosh,
only
level 26.
And so long as Green Tea stays alive, Philip's going to have a hard time chasing this down because he's now back by about two.
I mean, he gets one.
Both of them are in level 20.
It's a 50,000 point difference. Philip on level 27. Green Tea
Oh,
takes
takes a
down
burn.
his stack and covers his well.
Oh, no.
There are 2 Tetrises there he just
there's
missed
a
out on,
Tetris
but he
here.
gets another one there.
So 16 lines away from the kill screen, but Philip's stack getting a little bit worrisome and not going to be able to score much with that stack.
Green Tea looked over and had a bit of a misdrop there himself.
And
There's just not enough game left here for Philip to be able to chase this down.
and I mean, a great effort from Philip here, but he's not going to be able to do this. And
Philip-
could go for the perfect clear. Oh, almost. Nope. And
Finishes,
here's kill
hits
screen.
the kill screen with the Tetris, but Green Tea had enough
Wow.
of the lead. An 800,000 game right there. What a game.
Wow.
No, it's Green Tea.
Oh, oops. All right. You didn't see that? You saw that?
Kill screen game. That was intense. Is that our first kill screen on the side station?
All right, game 2 started.
Double. I mean, really, in essence, yeah. Where he had to go to kill screen.
3, 2, 1, Tetris!
Oh, a couple misdrops here.
And we are off. Game 2, Philip versus Green Tea. Ooh, a tough sequence there for Philip, and the drought just pushed up real high. Even Green Tea has to cover as well over there. Clearly a tough sequence of pieces here.
But Green Tea out of it, now just waiting on the long bar, and Philip still mired in this drought. Passes on the little bridge burn, but is able to knock it down.
He's taking it down. He's still in it. And Green Tea just building up for a Tetris over here.
All right, so Philip's clean again and open on the right side. Green Tea up by a little under 2 Tetrises.
Little under 1 Tetris. Knocks it down, adjusts the glasses, smiles. Classic Green Tea.
And classic Philip is really just staring straight ahead at the game and barely
I think
moving.
his sweater is doing all of the emoting for him.
It's even slower when we're seeing level 50.
All right, so Philip once again trying to clean up. He finally gets a helpful piece to unlock as well, and boom, Tetris for Philip. Boom, Tetris for Green Tea.
Boom, Tetris
And
for Philip.
another for Philip.
Just trading booms.
14,000 point difference right now. Green Tea opens it up a little bit more.
I feel like we have to be quieter over here on the side stations.
We do not.
So we have like golf booms.
We do not.
And there's a boom.
I mean, we are quieter, though. It does feel that way.
It does. Mostly because I'm like listening over there. Like I totally unprofessional.
We also love Tetris, guys. It's a very distracting room. All right. So Green Tea is up 38,000 points. Philip has a couple column pit things he's working on filling up, and he does.
Yeah, I mean, this does seem to be kind of a drought-ridden seed here, but even then, Green Tea, a decent pace coming into 50 lines here.
And boom, Tetris for Philip. Slight misdrop there. And that's kind of an awkward clear he's going to have to do to get those out of the way.
Column pit things, people like that.
Okay. Well, it's columns and pits, so it's column pit things. Green Tea pulling ahead now. He's up 80,000 points. It's early going, still anyone's game.
But yeah, just about halfway to transition now.
And boom, Tetris for Philip. And another one. Green Tea now with a couple holes in his stack.
That's going to slow Green Tea down just enough that maybe Philip can capitalize, but he couldn't because he wasn't built up himself. So against a guy like Green Tea, you really have to capitalize on anything you can.
Any chance to make up some ground. Simul Tetris. It's only 34,000 points between these two players right now. And just textbook, beautiful Tetris setups from Green Tea. And Mike, same thing for Phil. Looking so good, getting Tetris ready.
Yeah, this is probably one of the cleaner matches we've seen so far.
18 drops can really come back to haunt you.
I mean, the seeding in this tournament was so different than what we're used to seeing. The scores were so high. To even get into the top 10 was a huge ask. And so you're going to see people like Philip who have what seems like a low seed, but even getting into this tournament took such a high score.
And it's only going to get tighter and tighter every year now. I mean, as this sport explodes. And I think it is a sport at this point.
You can still see players separate from each other on each team.
Green Tea able to open up a little bit more of a lead, 77,000 points now.
Staying out of trouble. Definitely the first time.
Very efficient setups. It's a really great way to place that piece that Green Tea just did there. It's actually just one single line clear to unlock your well, as opposed to shoving it down the well, and it's a double.
A little overhang for Philip. Tucks a J piece in there.
Simul Tetris, both players. It feels like we're going to have another Kill Scream game here. This is nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, very few mistakes here, and very low drama. You know.
Green Tea trying to dig this out. He has to kind of keep putting weight on that flaw, but he gets the Tetris. And Philip now with some holes in his stack.
Exposes that gap here, looking to burn all this away.
Take a shower.
So Green Tea in a drought here. Will he go for the center wall Tetris? No. Safety is the name of the game. He knows that Phil can chase down a score. Don't take a risk right now. He also knows he has the lead. We see him looking at Phil's screen to check the score. And the transition is here. Philip gets some good, helpful pieces.
And opts to just take all this down rather than get too risky.
The drought right now finally resolves. And now Green Tea's experiencing it. An overshift to the left.
Oh yeah, Green Tea getting a little bit.
He had enough skims left on the right side that he was able to save himself. It's tense moments. And
Philip's going to top out, and Green Tea's going to take it.
With the lead, takes it and advances on. Good games, great games from both players.
Yeah.
You see that 31-piece drought just really, that's hard to navigate.
Yeah, and Green Tea itself really could have been on the verge of topping out there. I mean,
there were some real tense moments for sure.
All right, so let's go ahead and give Green Tea his heart, and then quickly take it away. And await our next match.
Matt Martin versus Matt Bucco.
Oh.
Matt v. Matt.
Oh my God.
Thank goodness one of these players is known by their last name.
So Matt Martin, who, the Dragon Killer, taking out Harry Hong, and see what he can do against
We have
Bucco
so
here.
many Dragon Killers. It's like a squad.
Yeah,
They've just been murdering dragons in this tournament.
Yeah, it's an entire room full of them.
There are very few dragons left.
Yes.
This is how they go extinct.
Well, I know I can put Matt on either side. But,
Well, we should have Bucco, right? Matt and Bucco.
Hey,
what's up, Books? Books.
So, how many O's in Bucco?
As many as you can fit. You want me to sit right in front, or is that distracting? You do what you do. You.
Oh, we can fit another O in there. Let's get it in there.
Love of destiny.
Bucco, the long-time people's champ. Should lose the hearts.
Yeah, I believe you can take the red one.
Give it a shot.
There's a splitter on this table somewhere. Oh, and by the way, going to play my first match, I'm like, yo, give me the cord to hook up this.
Oh, really? You did it without it?
No. I'm like, yo, give me the cord. He's like, oh, is this the thing you're looking for? I found it in the machine.
Oh, wow. got the glove in the shot, so
We need it.
yeah.
So Buko, like Alex Kerr, who has already been eliminated from this tournament, listens to the game sounds when he plays. So that's what he just plugged into the NES. It's not hacks. It's not cheats. It's just a headphone jack.
He might be mining Bitcoin. We're not sure.
I believe this is the same shirt Buko was wearing in the East Coast qualifier. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Lucky Chop.
I hope he washed it.
He's proud of his shirt for New York City. Come on. There's a chance that Buko will heckle the commentary in this round. We'll see what happens.
And we're starting in 3,
2, 1, Tetris! You can tell that Buko is the people's champ based on how many people have turned and have started watching the side station match right now. He is used to the noise. I'm not sure if Matt Martin is used to all of the noise. But people have been shouting Buko's name since the first CTWC 10 years ago.
Well, I think he is used to the noise. If you remember, Matt was the winner of the Southern Qualifier, and that was a raucous room.
Very true.
Round 3 should begin around 2 p.m. local time.
It was good practice for this match.
Buko to an early lead already here. Both high stacks for players. Yeah, there's a
The
drought.
drought,
Early going.
the immediate drought.
Oh, no.
The immediate
Buko's
drought, and
gonna
Buko
top
tops out. But Matt's in a bit of trouble too, and Buko had the lead, not able to get
And
the piece
Matt's
over
gonna
to the
drop in a
Tetris.
Tetris and take game
The
one.
quick game one for Matt Martin. You just
Bottom one, folks. You got it.
these players, it's a 26 drought. He wanted to know the drought count. He is not looking pleased.
You might need the power of the crowd in game number 2.
A little misfire. The body language, clearly, Buko did not want that to happen. Safe to say. We have Quaid coaching him from the audience. Unclear if his words are getting through.
Yeah, and whether he wants it or not, the coaching is coming.
All right, we're starting round 2 in 3,
2, 1, Tetris!
And you can tell Buko loves it.
Both players trying to build up here. Kind of an awkward piece that Buko gets ready and knocks it down. Boom, Tetris for Buko. And Matt trying to clean up this little hitch on the right side over there.
Yeah, not a great anywhere for that J piece here.
Another Tetris for Buko.
I'm feeling like this could be his year.
This is the Buko we're used to seeing. The guy who plays Tetris.
All right, so Matt is back clean again. And we have two Matts, so I keep problem J's and Matts. All right, clears open the right side, and boom, Tetris for Matt.
Buko with another Tetris, maintaining this kind of 60,000 point lead right now. Still very early in the game, but an 80% Tetris rate right now for Buko. And another one hops it up to 83%. We have Matt dealing with a little garbage there. He's able to get down to it, and he will not opt for the center well. Keeping it on the right side.
All right, so he's clean again, so looking to build up his stack again for a Tetris.
Mooks, turn it up, dude. Thanks.
Quaid is telling Buko to turn it up. Whatever that means. Of course, now there's another drought, but he gets through it. Matt able to skim some pieces on the right side to survive it, but it takes him out of Tetris readiness.
But Matt with the aggressive setup here. He could have burned a triple away with that long bar, but let's see if it's going to come back to haunt him.
Spire here for Matt Martin. Now he needs a line and something for the... Oh, no. Matt is up so high, and Matt tops out. Buko takes game 2. Strong play with a strong lead.
So maybe not great for the viewers, but great for our efficiency in getting through these matches.
Quick games, and we are already at game 3. Matt v. Matt. This one takes it all. Let's see how far we can get into this game.
Got it, Books. All right, starting the final round in 3,
2, 1, Tetris! These players trying to have the quickest match of the tournament, maybe.
That's it. Let's hear it, guys. Come on.
Buko taking energy from the crowd, demanding it, actually. And he has a 2,300 point lead.
Buko with the first Tetris here.
Simul situation, the lead just
I missed
back and
Tetris.
forth immediately.
Ooh, a little early shift
And
for Matt.
boom, Tetris for Matt Martin. But now his stack needs some help, whereas Buko is now ready. Opts for the safety double, and then another Tetris. Well, Matt is still trying to kind of deal with this situation. Has to keep putting weight on these issues in his stack. And he just isn't able to put down Tetrises right now.
Well, this could be an opening for him here. A couple of nice pieces there to see if he can get a long bar quick.
Boom, Tetris for Buko.
Nope, and Matt burns away his Tetris well right before a long bar comes.
It's happened to all of us.
Oh, and a perfect clear for Matt.
Very exciting.
No points.
No points for that. Swag points.
Yeah. Oh, nice little adjustment for Matt to make room for that J-tuck.
Boom, Tetris for Buko. Increases his lead. He's up 56,000 points now. But then Matt Martin fires right back and cuts it down a bit.
Mark was the winner of the Gamescom in Germany tournament.
And another Tetris for Buko.
Really showed off.
Matt set up again finally, and immediate long bar Tetris for him to keep it within a Tetris and a half.
Seems like both players have settled in a little bit, and this time they're ready to play.
Yeah, a little awkward kind of top of his board for Matt, but getting the right pieces there. Get into a situation where you don't have a good place to put a flat piece.
Nice adjustments from Matt Martin. You can see him have a plan, change the plan, and then you can see how it benefits the next piece that's coming down. Then again,
So
here's the
up a little bit
drought.
high, gets a piece
Gets
over for
the
Matt
long
and
bar
Tetris.
over.
Set up for another one.
But his stack is a little dangerous right
Yeah,
now.
that left side is concerning.
He can skim a couple lines before he hits that hole in his stack. That's it. So now he has to build out the left. Buko trying to capitalize on this time.
Very merciful piece sequence.
Matt
for
Martin
Matt
able to
here.
dig it out. Get back a little bit closer to a comfortable
And there's
level.
a boom Tetris for Matt. And still keeping it within a Tetris and a half. And set up for another one. So, and Buko's got a little hole in his stack there, so that's going to slow him down a little bit.
He still has the lead. It has been chopped down a bit. Matt Martin now within 18,000 points. Less than a Tetris separates these two.
Yeah, is Buko going to go center here? No, he's going to burn it all away and transfer the well to the right.
Boom, Tetris for Matt Martin.
And we are just about dead even now.
Okay, still building up for Buko over here. Neck and neck right now. 1,200 point difference.
And Matt takes the lead. Wow.
Buko takes it back.
That was my lead. Give it back.
He avoids a bad build on the left by waiting for the right piece to build it out. It's just years of experience right there.
Difference here with the 100,000, 118,000.
So Matt sets him an overhang,
there's a
hits
little
the
spin.
spin.
It's like my fourth favorite spin.
Boom Tetris for Matt Martin. Buko gets the long pieces, but he's not Tetris ready, so he can't use them to Tetris.
He is now, though, and gets a Tetris, and boom Tetris
Boom
for Buko.
Tetris for Buko. The back and forth lead changes, hundreds of points between these two players.
Yeah, basically even in lines, even in score.
And then Buko takes it back. We are at the 100-line mark of this match. I think this is the longest game we've had from these two players in this match. And Buko takes the lead back by 800 points. And then Matt Martin takes it back.
Oh,
And then
early
Buko
shift for
takes it back.
Matt there, but doesn't slow him down too much.
This is neck and neck, back and forth. Buko trying to get Tetris ready and keep it opening, just can't quite do it.
Transition is coming.
He can skim that square to the left, yeah. And Matt now with a bit of a cheese board stack.
Meanwhile, over on the side stage, both competitors a few lines away from transition.
Yeah, Matt's stack not great headed into the transition. Buko looking real strong here.
But I can still burn this away. Little, yep.
Yeah, and the Tetris into the transition feels good. He's a basically one Tetris.
All right, so Matt's board is clean and low, though, going to transition, so...
Buko able to get that long bar all the way left. Not any good pieces to skim to the right, and a drought. And now he can't get anything to the left.
Oh no!
He can't get a piece over the left.
Now, Matt has
If
to
Matt
get a
can
piece
get
over,
this,
and
Matt
is
Martin
going to advance.
knocks out Buko, the people's champ, eliminated by Matt Martin, the Dragon Killer. Let's give Matt the heart.
Let's give Matt, he has earned it. So the Giants are just falling left and right.
We have whole new people shooting into Giants before our very eyes.
Who are these people?
Matt Martin collapses in his wife's arms. What a performance. Two huge opponents in a row, and he's able to skate, well, not skate, he's able to get through.
Josh, I've been trying favorite on YouTube. They just love how hard in the paint he's going here.
I don't even know what to say right now. This bracket is...
Yeah, nobody has an intact bracket, right? I mean, there's literally not a single person with
Someone
an
who's
intact bracket.
never heard of Tetris and just randomly drew lines and circles.
Yeah. And I think that's going to be our last round of 16 match. There's except what's going on the main stage.
Those matches are happening right now.
And look at your potential top 8.
Let's look at these seed numbers. You got your top seed, Joseph Saley. And we have
Green Tea.
Dan Cusey, who also maxed out multiple times in the qualifiers. Terry Purcell was a late day max to get that 7 seed. Green Tea has the 8 seed. I don't know that he was able to max it out, actually. That's why he's right behind Terry Purcell in the seedings.
Yeah, he got close.
Batfoy, who for a while, and maybe still, had the record of youngest player to max out Tetris, NES Tetris. Matt Martin, Dragon Slayer.
Yeah, the 27 seed in the top 8.
He came out swinging.
And really, with a couple of these, players who've been eliminated, like, it's wide open. I mean, you still gotta, get through Joseph, who's one of the presumptive favorites, and Gorion's always one of the presumptive favorites, but it's really wide open.
This is chaos.
And none of these are gimmies. I mean, Joseph, obviously the winner last year, but he's got to go up against Green Tea, who's a dangerous player. So it's really
We
hard.
saw Joseph sizing up Green Tea last year, watching his early round games. You could see Joseph was expecting that Green Tea match.
Well-earned Tetris. But Mark, a blue-collar Tetris.
So I don't know. I don't think that we're going to get any more matches over here. I think
think
this is.
we're just in case.
So we're just hanging.
Yeah.
We're just
Can
chilling.
we
with
show the bracket here?
Can we show the bracket? You know, they did not set it up, but I could potentially.
Give you guys a bracket to look at.
I mean, if you don't mind. I mean, you know. Let me go get the URL. Let's see if this works. Or if I just ruin the entire stream. Likely. Oh, we got a little OBS spam here. Let's see. Yeah. So, well, let's go ahead. I mean, you know, the matches are over. Let's go ahead and make this gross. We can sort of see it, so not really. We can move around it. We can do this.
Both players.
Really bouncing out these blue-collar Tetris.
Here, we'll just keep this on Hangout with y'all. Here on Classic Tetris 2.
This
99 lines for 478.
Marking another dig. Josh is ready for a Tetris. Oh, this is getting really, really high. Woo! That might be overwhelming.
This might be it for Marcy Dollars. He sits back and watches everyone with pride. And so now our final round 2 matchup. We got one left. Corian and Yanni. It is happening.
Yeah.
Yanni screams right now, and that will be it for round 2 once this one is shored up.
Yanni's on 1.2 million page, 80% Tetris rate. Orion has just dropped a little bit of a line, but it's going to take down with a double.
Look at that's happening. Now we
Yanni is somehow holding on by a thread right here, but he's going to need some great pieces to get out of this one, especially on level 19. Wow. Now 80,000 points necessary for Corian.
Orion needs about a little more than 3 Tetris this year. Yanni going so fast, but blew a gasket there.
can't line out here, but you're low enough. All eyes on Corian. No pressure.
68,000 points already.
How much do you want right now? Just watching Corian slowly.
All right, if anyone is still here on Classic Tetris 2, this wraps up the morning coverage. We have a small break. The top 8 will be coming at you in about an hour, and that should all be on the main stage. That is Classic Tetris, the original channel. You guys have been great. This has been chaos. I don't even know what has happened today. I look at every bracket update, and I'm like, what is this tournament? This is delightful and shocking. Just, who even knows? Who even knows? If anyone predicted this, they are a time traveler. The end.
The end. Bye.
The end.
Do you want to wave awkwardly at the camera again?
No, I feel like we did enough of that
we did.
yesterday.
Too much awkwardness for one tournament. All right, bye, everybody.
Oh my god.